Hello and welcome to this session 0 of Daggerheart. So Matt Mercer and crew released their second game, so we'll take a jab at it, see if there's something there. So I'm gonna be joined on this experience by Crispy
Hello.
and from channel Table Runner Crispy and Mike from channel Kingmaker and Phil the Trill, who I guess is gonna be GMing this whole thing.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's going on, everyone?
I'm having some issues on the Rumble here, but it's because I
Mm,
started it and then I stopped it. I shouldn't have stopped it. Apparently,
yeah.
What
so
happens?
I gotta recreate it. But there's no reason to stop. Should just keep going.
Just keep going.
All right. Hello, Squadron Deadlift. Welcome for seeing us. Like Daggerheart started in the ICs. Well, it is what it is. Everything is gonna end up there, right? And Tiger Uppercut from on watching from what is that? Is that X? I don't know. The hello Tiger Uppercut.
It's a YouTube symbol.
Yeah, I think it's YouTube.
Yeah, those are all YouTube symbols at the bottom.
Oh yeah, no, it's YouTube symbol, just like the other symbol, like it's YouTube.
He's
but
just from
the other
one
channel.
of our other
Yeah,
channels, I think. So.
that's what got me confused.
We probably
Yeah,
do have to
sorry.
have blue hair, guys. I think so.
It's been too long since I streamed. Do you have
What?
to be
There's
blue
no
hair and
pressure.
character
What, what is this, Messler? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Do.
You also the
I'm
pressure
just
with
gonna
this
try
on the
and
table.
fix mine real quick. Y'all talk amongst yourselves over there.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
well-
That's fine.
All those guys are top tier role player, right? So if this game can be role played,
We're
that's
gonna
the
do
best
it.
chance you're gonna get.
We're
Was-
gonna take it serious too, right? Like we're not doing this for.
Yeah.
No,
We're not.
yeah,
This isn't a satirical
no.
session. Like we're trying to do it.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, after reading the rules, it feels like this would role play better than even Dungeons and Dragons, in my
Oh,
opinion.
for sure.
I
Well,
felt that way
so
too.
far.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I have hope. I know we'll do a great job, but I have hope for the system. So
It
know.
feel like they try to make it a system that is like there's something when I was reading the rules that I did like reading. If I'm being like quite generous, right? They talk about like, oh, it's a cooperative experience, it's collaborative, we're working together to figure out what the story. They say the story happen through
Yeah.
action and through what you do, right?
Hmm.
I like those things. So it seems like they try to make a system to be role played.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they don't know what role playing is, right? So there's also a lot of things that I was reading that I didn't like. That like
sure.
drove me kind of mad, right? They talk about like, oh, the session goes well. GM's gonna make description, then the player and the GM's gonna ask a bunch of questions, and then the
Oh,
GM and the
yeah,
player
we're
gonna
not
answer
doing
a bunch
that.
of questions, and you repeat that, right? Just like,
That
well,
whole first page.
no, thank you. Yeah,
That was
like
uh,
that.
I
that
did
was a
like.
brutal one.
I did like where it said that we build the world together. Like
Yeah, I
that's
like that
that's
as well.
cool. I like that.
Yeah,
So
100%. But the that whole page on players ask the GM questions. GM.
oh yeah, that was
That's right.
no. We're not
I
gonna do
was-
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
oof.
I love the example, like,
Rip
or
that out.
constructed in that way as well. And it's like it's unfortunate, right? They're kind of like taking a miss on that.
Yeah.
I also quite dislike how they push the use of those cards that
Mhm.
supposed to come with the books, right?
Mhm.
I didn't receive my physical copy yet,
You got one?
so
Yeah. Me neither.
You guys all order physical copies?
Well,
Yeah.
Of course.
I
its
shoulda-
shipping is bad. So
All right. Next time I'm
like
in
I
that-
got mine from
I'll
Amazon,
buy it.
right? And it was like 32% off, something like that, right? So
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, I was in the local game store. They had it. I was gonna grab it. That was the picture I posted, but I will grab it.
Yeah.
now.
but like the price wasn't too bad for like a role playing game in Canada, right? Just like
yeah.
yeah.
we're getting squeeze a lot around here in the gaming, so I decided to grab it. Um,
I feel like I can just
so
close
no, I
this.
feel no guilt.
There you go. There you go.
Don't come at me. But like so I'm gonna get those cards as well, right? But like I don't like, and I find they feel like very unnecessary. Like for
Mm.
people that don't know, right? When you choose a class, basically you have those cards that come with your class, and then you choose power that are presented in form of cards.
Yep.
And
Well, you get to swap them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
you
swap
can
them out.
swap them out, but it could have just been like spell that you write on your spell that you write on your character sheet, and then you just
Yeah.
tick which one's active or not, right? Just like
The nice,
seemed very gimmicky to me.
Right.
I think the nice thing about it would be because in D&D when you're referencing spells, there's a lot of page flipping, especially
true.
when there's lengthy spells. With that, you have
Yes.
them right in front of you,
You do.
which
Yeah,
is
that's
kind
a
of
good
cool. That's a positive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I do think
And
it's neat that they put it on their. They did put it on their website for free.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think it's a. I wish it would have been like made as an option, but the book not written as card focused very much so, right? Just like
Why isn't it an option? You just get a piece of paper and write it down.
well, you can obviously do that, right? But I mean, like like I like in D&D, you can have like the spell cards, right? Those are things that exist. You can get, right?
Yeah.
I wish it would have been presented this way, right? Just like the book give you like, well, this is the power you can get. You choose among those power, like not referencing card all the time. Maybe just saying like, if we want to make it a little bit easier, we have those card you can get on the website or from
Oh,
our
you're
web
saying that
store.
the information isn't anywhere except on the cards?
It is presented in the book, but it's always like when they talk about the rules, they always refer to the cards.
yeah, draw
Or you
a
swap
card.
your cards and you
Yeah.
choose a card and stuff like that. And I find that a bit annoying.
Yeah. I think that it's good because I like board games and it kind of it introduces like a component sort of
Yeah.
thing to it. So I think it's good.
Talking about
It's
component,
basically
they also
like
have,
the
like,
same. It's basically the same thing as what you're saying, like the cards that you can get, the decks in D&D.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it's
They call it a
gamey, but I
loadout.
play Savage Worlds and we use cards all the time. So
I like the
Like our money.
minimalist sheet, and I like
Yep.
that you can have like little cards next to it as
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way to continue to minimalize it, and then it's like, boop, boop. So
Yeah,
I'm down. I
but,
like
like,
the domains idea. I think
what
it's
what like the problem also I see is like you need to take note, like put token on the card at some point, right?
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like those tokens will stay between sessions, so now you have to note them somewhere else. Like if it was just on the character sheet, you could just have like a place to put this information there, right? Just like to
Good point.
note the thing you need to note, right? So now you have like those two different gamey elements that don't mesh together. If it was like the token would go away at the end of the session, it wouldn't be a big problem. But now like this thing is like it kind of clash a bit, right? They also encourage like you having like character token to calculate your modifier. That
Yeah.
made me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Now,
I would just say that like you can write it down, so it's not like they're
Yep.
taking away your ability to use
No.
a pen and paper, which is what
No.
you would do in D&D.
I think those
But
tokens are flavor, right? For the table. Just,
I think
It's just
what-
like it's just upgraded components. Like if you were to think about it
Yeah.
in a board game.
yeah.
If I'm understanding you correctly, Max, though, you're referring to the example of you take a token, then you can use that token, to get a +1 here or a +1 there. Like really, you should be able to just do that in your head. Is that what you were going at? Like this
Yeah.
was
It's like for every +1 you get, for every modifier you get, you can add a token, and then you can roll your dice and count your token. I say, well, that seemed like an extra step.
It's an extra step. It is definitely unnecessary. It's like just so you remember, you got a
Mhm.
modifier right there.
I had to go
And-
put my gun back on the wall. So
There you go.
And I find like a lot of the rules are when I'm reading them, like they're presented in a very clunky manner, and this card thing and token thing, like it doesn't help with that, right? Just like because now like it's referring like already like the way it's presented, the order the rules are presented or introduced, it's a bit clunky, it's a bit counterintuitive. Like they're gonna refer to like advantage and disadvantage, and they're not gonna tell you how it works until like 20 or 30 page later, right? Just like and like stuff like that.
one reason why I'm suspicious of it because first of all, the developers are, they're not 40 role players, so
Yep.
they're doing it in a way. I think the reason they introduced it is because they wanted you to enjoy the gaminess of it. So you could be like, look at this card I got, and you can kind of like trade it.
trade
Like,
cards.
oh, let me see this card. Oh.
Here's a rare
Yeah,
card.
yeah, check out my hand of 4 cards I got.
I don't know why. It
And,
kind of reminded me of Phil. You ever played Gloomhaven? If you're a board game
I
guy?
have, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I haven't
everybody
beat
has.
it.
Mage Knight, similar.
Yeah, I played both, both of those games. I'm a
The
board
cards
gamer.
remind me of that kind of. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
and
comparison.
it's like the game also does feel like you mentioned like board game. Yes, I guess that's fair. Like like for me, like it get the video game kind of feel in the sense that it's a lot of like power you can activate.
Yeah.
Uh, Even like there's a so are we talking about the game? I want to talk about the game before talking about what we're gonna do. My impression. I know I want to share my first impression
We should
before
should.
playing it.
We should.
And so like you have for example like okay, it's a class-based game
Mm-hmm.
for first, right? So you pick a class, and this class is gonna give you access to some power that you can activate. You also have an aspect of you also have aspect of your character that you can activate to get some bonus.
Mm-hmm.
They call them experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You make them up, which is interesting.
You make them up. That's
Yeah.
why like that's why that would fall like an aspect based game, like
Yeah.
you know, like those
Yeah,
fate game and
yeah.
stuff like that. Like
That's what
and
they're called
even
in
like
ECV6 as well. Yeah.
yes, in EZD6 you also have like those aspect like
Yep.
that you make them up like. But one thing is like to you to add them to your role, not only need to be justified in the fiction, but you have to spend a point of hope.
Right. That seems weird.
Right.
That's a bit weird, yeah, to me.
I
Yeah, I
agree
don't know
with you
why.
there.
I don't know why they gated that under with the. Although you're going to get hope a lot, like every other
Yeah.
turn, essentially, you're going to get
Yeah.
it.
Every other role,
Every other
basically,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you're only
But
really
oh,
using it on a roll. So
Mhm.
you're probably gonna, if you wanted to use it all the time, you
Yeah.
probably will have it there because you're not
But it-
always gonna be sneaky as the knight or whatever.
Nope.
That's what he called it. Yeah.
but you can also like activate more than one experience, if more one and more fit, right? So
Okay.
I don't know. It's a bit weird, but you also have the effect that you know you have your traits, which are basically like your attributes. They call them traits in that game. That's gonna give you like between -1 and +2, right? And then you roll 2d12. So that makes the game very chancy
Yeah,
because you the inherent trait of your character
It's
impact
not a
very
lot.
little on the result of the
Yeah.
dice roll, right?
it's true. That I agree.
So getting the experience between that, it makes the game even more chancy because now like well I'm only at +1. So
Mhm.
anybody else like I have one like a tiny bit more. I'm only tiny bit more better at doing that than somebody that's bad at it. Or,
Yeah.
I have to admit I haven't hit system mastery yet, which is obviously required in a
Well,
4D game.
it's even a little more
But,
challenging for you, Phil, because the mechanic for game masters is different than the player
Yeah.
mechanic, which
which
I'm a
I
little.
also find
Get a
insane.
I don't
fear
understand why that was done. So
points.
you roll d20s, we roll 2d12s.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand the need for that. They wanted it to be more swingy, I guess.
More
is the-
swingy on the narrative than for the
for the
player.
enemies.
I guess
Bizarre.
because player characters complain more.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Or they
But
just
also, like,
couldn't
the other
let
thing,
go.
you have to every time we take an action, you get a fear marker. So you have a lot of it accounting.
Every time when we roll with fear, you gain a
Yeah.
fear marker.
Yeah, that too. But there was something. Maybe that's what they changed from the previous edition. Is that
Oh man.
in before it was if you took more actions, then that generated more fear tokens. But I think you're right. I think it's just every time we roll with fear, Phil has to keep track of his fear tokens that he's accumulating, and then he'll be using those. But you think about that. There's 3 of us. There's one game master. He's like, there's
Yeah.
going to be quite a bit of management of that
Imagine if you
meta
were-
currency.
Imagine if you were running a Matt Mercer 8-player game.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'm getting so much fear.
It does say that the game is geared toward 3 to 6 player, including a GM. So
Right.
Okay.
that's also something interesting. John Meka says, I suspect that the actual play would be far more informative than any of the many recently released Daggerheart review. I hope it will. Also, like we're kind of doing like that's the first impression, right? I wouldn't call it a review, but I'm gonna also do a review after we played it a bit, so you can look up to that. Me or
Yeah.
somebody else, I guess. If somebody else in that group beat me to it, and say what I want to say, maybe I won't do it. Yeah. Big Bad Matt Mercer said if it was like Berserk and Dark Soul,
There
and
you go.
I saw that comment. I didn't say Matt Mercer said that comment. I saw somebody say that Matt Mercer said that,
I think it was
and
Oh,
yeah, and I reading those rules, I don't see it at all. There's like it's completely different tone. I don't know why it thinks that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, you can. It's just tone. I don't think that the system lends itself to that tone at all. I
No,
agree.
the
not at
art
all. Like,
doesn't.
it's really the art doesn't
The art
obviously,
does
but
not at
it's
all.
like
Maybe more so than D&D though, because you're not like a hit point sponge. Like there's much more of a. It's almost like you're a beefier easy D6 character with like 6 strikes or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the health system's interesting.
And like
speaking
an
of that.
armor, like an armor resource as well.
Yes, you have an armor
that I like.
resource.
Like let's
Yeah.
talk
I
about
do
something I
like
like.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I like. I like the damage system, and your armor gives you a threshold. So you roll your
Yeah.
damage, you get some number. Like I do 15,
Hmm.
and then you have like threshold. It's either gonna be like a minor injury, major injury, or severe injury. So if you're
Mhm.
like your threshold for severe injury is 14, the guy does 15 damage. You're gonna get a severe injury,
Hmm.
Yep.
which you can spend the armor slot to reduce it to
To
major injury. I
major
like that a
injury.
lot.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
I
too.
think that's I think that's, in my opinion, the most interesting feature on the character sheet is the health system.
I
Hmm.
also really
Me.
like the domains a lot. I hope that I'm sure that, I mean, it's like almost made for the sequel or for the expansion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like you can just mix and match whatever domain and it makes this class.
This new
So,
class.
or that there's going to be like 3 domain classes.
Right.
eventually,
Mhm.
and
Subclasses.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see where they go with that because I like that idea. I wish, you know, no, I don't know. It's just like everything that I like. It's like I wish was in someone else's hands, but
Yeah, and I find it's interesting. I
and now they're
well,
in my hands.
I didn't really like what they did with the domain per se, but
Yeah.
that's mostly like a tasting. Like they all went like way too magical, way too heroic for me, right? Just like
It's definitely high magic. Yeah.
yeah, it's very high magic, right? So there's not a lot of class that I say, yeah, I want to play that. Oh, that sounds cool to me. They all like, I don't want to fucking deal with that.
And then came the cat man,
That's
Catman.
and
an
then Max
ancestry
was
for the
back on
class.
board.
Yes, obviously that's the only thing. That's the only reason I accepted,
Yeah.
so I can finally play a damn cat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this guy.
Bad kitty.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're gonna be that guy. He's
yeah,
pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
be that guy straight.
Was-
Like,
Did you get the shirt for today?
no,
Oh, okay. Okay.
not even. That's the worst part.
That's
I,
the
I
worst.
love it. Though. It's great.
If there was ever a time to lie, Max, that
Yeah,
was it
Just
right
like-
there. You
I-
had an
I-
opening.
I do own a few shirt with cats on them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You'll see them more during the summer.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Love it.
So-
Also
yeah.
find the dice mechanic to be interesting in a sense, right? Those 2d12
Yeah,
that you add together, give you the result.
I like that. Mhm.
But also like which dice is
Is
higher
higher.
than the other,
Mhm.
give you another axis of result, right? I
Mhm.
find that's interesting.
It's like a
so-
narrative dice light, kind of.
Yep.
Which is good.
Well, it's basically a kind of new way, I guess. And I would say new way because I haven't seen that before of getting like the yes and yes but
Right.
no but no end result, right? That's
Yeah.
that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
So now like they say,
Oh,
I
yeah, I never
succeed
thought
with hope, I succeed with fear, I fail with hope, I fail with fear, right? So it's just
So that provides an interesting like problem for us, like when we social contract what you do with successes and failures, you know.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking that.
Like
yeah.
who narrates the fear, who narrates the
Well, I think we'd have to just decide. Phil, are you going to take all the fear narration, or are we going to take the fear narration, or we take the
No.
hope narration?
I don't know. It's exciting.
Don't wait, I thought this was a Daggerheart game. Oh, I'm supposed to watch without your pronouns. I like Kingsmaker Air. Xyz Air is great.
Do we have to
Well,
do that?
thanks,
It
Conway.
said it was for
No.
all people, and if I don't want to
Yeah.
do that, I don't have to do that, right? That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've been noticing there's this sort of an aside, but there's this online conference going on next month called Crit. So I just joined the Easy D6 guys Discord, and like he's in it, and so basically the crit this crit thing is like for a week, and they run games online like almost 24 hours. And so, but it's like really heavily in on like how inclusive it is and how everyone's welcome and all this stuff. And I was like, what about elitists?
Are they welcome?
Can me and my elitist friends join?
Oh boy.
But we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna, but whatever.
RPG Gen Exile say, "Hi Max, how come I never see Bear Gen X here, but I see you there?" Because I don't do really like Bear used to come sometime when I would do like hangout stream, just like random hangout stream and just like talk about random like. But I don't do that anymore really. So I mostly like do games or just like very topical like discussion. Just like very nerd out on a specific topic that he's not interested in that much, right? So that's why. But I like to going out with him on his channel or on Lum channel sometime, right? On legitimate channels, and like that's what we're hanging out. D12 or Imperial Cringe, guess on the metric system.
Huh.
I like D12 actually.
Me too. I think it's my favorite die.
I wish our number system was based on 12 instead of 10. That 10 is cringe.
I agree.
People want to know.
People want to know what character everyone's going to play. Well,
okay, so should we session 0 now? Are we sessioning
0?
Yeah,
that was. I guess that was the call.
All right,
let's go session 0. So what do we want to do? Should I put you on top? I'll put you on top.
Yeah, put the man on top.
There he is.
Yeah.
He sits up a little straighter. Look at him.
Do you mind keeping notes, Chris, because you're so good at it?
Yeah, I already got the.
I'm gonna try myself to keep some notes.
Oh, you don't do it them on the.
Oh, you want me to? Yeah, sorry, I could do it on the notepad. Sure.
Should we?
And you can even present the notepad.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, let me just fire it up. Give me a second.
I cannot.
So what are we thinking? I think I noticed that you could be a desert goblin in this game. That's another
100%. You can be a desert goblin.
That's another thing I noticed.
So this is Daggerheart.
They beat you to it, Max.
What are we thinking?
A lot of well, it doesn't count because they have so many races.
They do.
Is there
all the? And
I didn't really look at the differences. Is there differences between like your community or whatever?
Not really. It's very minimal. And there's so many races. Is that what you? Okay, yeah, like our session 0. There's so many races, and and they're so non-committal with everything, right? They're like, oh yeah, no, but like some of them are like this, but not all of them, and they can be like some of them are like the cat people, which you want to read the most about, right? It's all about it's ancestry, it's not race. It's all about
heritage, isn't it?
Is it heritage?
I think it's heritage.
Heritage and community.
Is it heritage?
Yeah, I think it's heritage.
Come on, guys.
But it's all like, some of that color and some of that size and some of that. They really want to make.
Yeah, it's pretty broad. It's pretty broad.
It basically do whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you just get the modifiers and you put the modifiers wherever you want, right? It's not like dwarves are tougher and whatever elves are more dexterous or no, it's not that.
So what's the point of it?
Of ancestry?
Of picking.
You get different cards. Some heritages have different cards.
Some different things.
And you get like
there's features. Here we go.
You have features. You got them?
Like the cat people, they can like re-roll a fail ability roll or agility roll, something like that.
What are they called?
They're lucky.
Feline something, right?
Feline, something.
But for the dwarf, they get thick skin when you take minor damage. You can mark 2 stress instead of making hit points.
Maybe I should open the book.
Is that a thing?
It's Qatari. Oh, well, you know what? Max, why don't we just do this? Because we already know. Max,
what?
You're doing Qatari?
Yes.
Female.
No.
Sorry, I was gonna.
Oh, jeez.
All right, but then you have to decide your community.
I'm probably like gonna be the one on the. Are we discussing a setting or like or some kind of like premise first or?
Yeah, well, we can
do that.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Do we
premise
want,
first.
What kind of fantasies, you know?
I think we go very. What did we talk about before? We wanted a snow game. Were we like
snow
talking
game?
briefly about that?
Oh, we never did a snow game.
I
Never
could.
done a snow game.
I would dig
It's like the desert, but it's snow.
I love the snow.
So we're in like a tundra.
Yeah, or a taiga.
Well, technically, yeah, you have cold desert, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be that. I was just saying we talked about it. I'm also down for like a good boilerplate, ridiculous, magical landscape.
Okay.
Well,
If you
it can
wanna
be
do
both,
that.
right? It can be like a very magical world.
Yeah.
For some reason, we're going up in the north, doing something there. What is the conflict in the world?
Mm-hmm.
An ice age.
Oh,
That's very similar to.
Rhyme.
Is that too similar?
It's very
Too
similar to
similar?
what we did
Oh, with Rising Sands?
with Rising Sands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just cold
Right.
now instead of hot.
it's the opposite.
Probably. You're right. Not at all, Sam. It's getting colder, Phil.
Do we have to have a major conflict? Could it just be something that's local and then
A beast.
Oh, it can
a
be, yeah.
dragon.
No, I want it to be like basically I want it to be a one shot because I don't think I want to
Oh,
play
one shot. You don't want to do like go like 3 or something like that? Let's give it a no.
Do
we can start with a one shot and then see how we like it.
All right.
Maybe we're just gonna have to stay with it because Qatari.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see why. Yeah. It could be 3, but I'd rather push
Start
for
with one.
maybe let's try for 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start with 1. I would really like it to be
Yeah, well.
just like the end of like some major legendary world level event, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like we are at the end of the super adventure.
Okay.
We're stopping the world from being destroyed in some way. You know what I mean?
So this is the
Maybe-
climax of the story.
Maybe the multiverse.
Wait. So do you want to do like a eye level kind of shit?
Do I?
No.
I don't think we should just
You
go to a new system and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
I think that's gonna be.
I didn't
very
really look
difficult.
at. I didn't really look at leveling.
No.
Well, we're gonna have a bunch of cards.
We'd have a
and
ton of
some are
cards,
bolted,
and we'd be
right?
at like our the way damage works is that as your proficiency increases, you just add damage die. So we would have proficiency 4 or 5 in a weapon. That means you're doing, instead of doing 1d10 for whatever, you're doing 5d10. It just gets it. I'm not sure how it scales. I think I would want to start kind of lower tier and
Okay, well, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So Arctic snow, high magic, major event.
you just don't want to go with the major end because we could do like this
no,
is the
that
aftermath
makes no
after.
sense that we would
Yeah.
be ending a world
Cataclysmic event. I don't know.
as like mere peasants.
But what if the world just has been saved, right? And now like, but
What if
not
it
by
ended?
us.
How do you guys feel about like you're hired to clear out a mine or something maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. That's very simple.
Yep.
It's very simple. It's going to
Cavern
be
of mine.
cold and windy. There's
Mhm.
going to be slippery ice. You know,
Blizzards.
and something under the earth.
Under the ice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys, and because you guys live in like a shithole, like you're kind of like the best they can get.
Yep.
You know?
So this is a small community.
Yeah. In the north.
Yeah.
Got it.
The job doesn't pay well enough for like the good adventurers.
Is it like an old mine that doesn't work anymore, or is the
No, it's a critical mine. It's critical. So they got
now
somebody out
it,
there.
it got invaded or somehow?
Yeah, or like they dug a little deep and then it was like
Mm,
Something
everyone
came out of it.
disappeared.
it's cursed.
There's maybe one survivor who's
Okay.
like on his deathbed and you guys can talk to him at the start or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of recently lost.
Yeah.
So
That
we kind of
sound
need
good?
to investigate. Yeah, I like that.
And we're gonna be from
You
the
inve-
town,
you
or we just got
investigate-
there.
No, you've been hired by the town.
Fire by the town. Got it. Yep.
Well, if you guys want to
So-
be like,
Alright.
I don't mind if a couple of you guys are like, I'll be the guide for the adventure.
Oh, I see. Depending on what we
This is the premise, and then you
this
guys
is the premise. Yeah.
do whatever you want with it. But maybe something like fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but the part of the game is you guys figuring out what the threats might be and then preparing for, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you guys enjoy shopping as an adventure, but
Well, we're role players,
not at
so
all.
isn't that all role play is just shopping?
That's it.
We're gonna play like tea party and patty cake, and
guys, we need to go to the weapon shop. I'm gonna go to the tavern.
I'm gonna
I
go
need
to
my
tavern.
crampons, guys. I need them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do. I mean, does that sound well enough slapped together?
Yep. Do we need more than that?
Nah.
That's a good enough premise.
I like the idea that you guys don't know more than that. Also.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good
That's
enough.
fine.
Okay.
Unless one of you decides you want to be from here, then I'll let you 4Ds. and
Well,
stuff.
yeah. Well, maybe we'll.
Yeah.
When we get to character creation, we can do that.
So that's
All right.
good for premise. Let's do social contract later. Then we'll create characters.
X
we-
cards,
yeah.
of course. Lines and veils.
Yep.
Do you want to do
That's
social
right.
contract later?
Well, we need to
Yeah,
discuss.
I
We
wanna
need
see-
to. There's a demon baby in the room. We need to, clear the air.
And a demon elephant baby.
I'm gonna make a
Yeah,
video about.
maybe.
I'm gonna make a video about like one of my next video I'm gonna make is gonna be when does co-creation goes too far.
Oh,
something like that.
jeez.
But I think it's something like I
like-
think it's something we need to discuss in social contract actually.
How cool would it be to have like a true crime style video where like we're showing that part in the game, and then it just like zooms in on Crispy
just
occasionally.
just a tight focus right on
Yeah.
like what is this guy doing?
No, but it's not to
But
put
that
you on
wasn't
blast.
enough for him.
It's not to
And
put
it's
you on
like-
blast. It's
narrative.
discussing like an issue that we had and how we avoid it in the future or whatever.
Of course.
Right? It's like
Of course.
Most
But-
of the tweakers are centered around Crispy's mistakes.
Yeah, see, I'm getting that as a trend. Yeah, look at this. It's okay. I got round shoulders. All good. Okay.
Such a good sport, Crispy.
So do we want to talk about that now? Because there is it right in the beginning of the Daggerheart main manual. It talks about
Yep.
creating the world together. So should we?
I think that we just as a way to cheat a little bit and get more rules knowledge, maybe we create the characters,
Let's
and
do
then
that.
we can
That's
kind of spot areas where we might make a social contract rule.
if you want, I can. Yeah, I have some note I can share if you want right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, sure, of course.
So basically, what I was thinking is like the co-creation should probably like be divided like in a few steps, like for item, for
Oh, sure.
NPCs, and for cultural element and background stuff like that, right? And like, do we want like basic items that are obviously there, implied by the setting? You know, the scissor in the sewing room, a bottle of bleach in the janitor closet, and stuff like that. Do we want basic item on your character, but not explicitly listed on the character sheet, right? It's a modern setting, and you say I pull up a lighter, right? I never put on my character sheet I have a lighter, but I'm just like co-create or belt knife if in medieval settings, stuff like that, right? Just like more specific item that would make sense in the environment and context.
Yeah.
Like you're in a library and you say I draw a book on a specific topic, right? Or you look in a wardrobe and you find a specific type of clothing, right? You know, that's another step. You go a bit further. So, you see what I mean? Like the kind of level of co-creation from how far goes too far. For NPCs, for example, right? You can say, do you create an unknown NPCs in a context where there would be like people? So in a tavern and say, oh, I reach to a guy next to me. You don't specify who the guy is. and that's on the premise of the GM.
Mhm.
If you want to go a little further, a more specified NPC that would make sense in the context, right? So you walk on the street and you say like, "Oh, I walk to a homeless guy on the street," or you're in a bar and you say, "I go talk to a bouncer," right? It was never said it was a bouncer there, but you're in a bar, it makes sense, right? So it's a more specific than just saying like a guy, right?
Mm.
Or if you want to co-create a known NPCs that you call by name, like in the some kind of magic game when I say like, "Oh, Bertrand," and I call some guy like that, right? Implying like that it's a guy I know, he knows me, right? I didn't specify who the guy was. I left that up to you, but you can even in the 4-hour traveler game, right? We did that a lot. Like I turn around to this my subordinate, so that would be like the next level, right?
Mm.
And for cultural element, similar kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
Like if you say like, it's the feast of Santa Ana, in a setting where it's already established that there's some kind of like Catholic kind of like type faith, right? So it makes sense that we like a saint feast, saint day, and stuff like that. You don't necessarily specify what it imply or anything. You just like something that you incur that it's significant, right? Or you can add like cultural element that injects some kind of twist in the world, right? Like, oh, there's a carnival coming up, and it's going to be a good opportunity for doing this thing, because during this carnival, you can commit crime and you're not getting charged, right, or whatever, right? Just like, or creating cultural element that would create some kind of faux pas, right? So like somebody do something and you say like, oh, in my culture, like that's very insulting and whatever, right? It's like, and you role play that. So that was kind of like the level I would see for those, right?
And then for places,
Yeah, I didn't do places yet.
oh, that's not, yeah. But
Yeah.
like how far is too far, right? For places, what's too much?
Yeah. Like if you're describing like, oh, let's go to the cobbler when you're in the medieval village, right? Okay, that's fair. Let's go to the
Makes sense.
cobbler,
Yeah.
right? If you say let's go to the magic shop, now you're pushing further, right? You're pushing much further. You're adding something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a discussion we need to have. Like, and like this is all just an early note. I'm still working on 100% that, but it's a conversation I think we need to have in our social contract in the future to define the limit of co-creation. What do you think, Phil?
As far as like, I don't know about being able to spawn a holiday in a city. It seems like, I don't know. That just
Like, I was thinking like a past
be
or
too
upcoming
much.
holiday, right? Not necessarily one that is going on right now.
But
It's too
yeah,
realistic.
it would be like, oh, it's a good thing it's the Feast of Ages today. Like, what?
Yeah.
All of a sudden. But yeah, I think those are good like tiers. I think I'm good with like most everything you said too, as far as like the highest tier.
That's typically as far as I go when it comes to my co-creation.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, so that's
The cultural aspects is a little. I think anytime you're like referencing your own culture, it's probably good. But I wouldn't like do it all the time. So it's more like frequency than would be like the threshold I would put on.
Good
rather
point.
than it's like, oh, you just don't shake my hand. That's my butt wiping hand.
Right.
Okay.
Which one? Both.
That's why we shake with our feet. Oh, I
could play a monkey. The monkey's an option.
That's monkey custom.
Yeah. Basically, any of the cultural aspects have been allowed in Daggerheart, I think. It's all kinds of different cultures. It's a menagerie.
Oh, yes. I was very tempted to just play a human, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. you
Oh, like
can't-
about Wildman said, like Todd on Jack on Shadiversity. I would love to roleplay with him someday. I could say that.
I forgot who that is.
He's the guy that does the medieval weapon stuff.
Oh yeah, the fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
seems
did
like a
he did publish
good guy.
a role playing game called
He did.
Cogent.
Yep.
Yeah, which is all right. Should
He
do
wrote a
should
book.
play it one day. He wrote
He
a book,
wrote a
2 books,
book or graphic novel or
one
something.
books, one books and one graphic novel. Yeah, which I didn't.
I will be right back.
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his stuff. He was talking about, what did I watch of his? How you could make a sheath for your back for a longsword
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
and have it
yeah.
actually work.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting. So he was like,
great.
yeah.
Great
Takes-
debate.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he knows his stuff. I have no idea because I know nothing about any of that. But
I know this
He's
guy.
very
Okay.
controversial in the EMA community. I know that Flame.
oh, he
Zombie,
is.
like,
Flame Zombie will
like-
have all sorts of opinions. I'm sure. But,
and for-
as is
like,
his
for me,
right.
like,
He
most
is
of his
a HEMA
content
guy.
for me is for me, like most of his Shad's content is a bit too nerdgastic for me, right? Just like
Yeah.
nerdgas, you know what I mean? It's like it's not my stuff.
I watched a few of these. This one guy who does archery. And it's trying to debunk video game and movie logic.
Oh yeah.
I think that we should just allow all of this.
Okay.
Just
Sure, Jim.
use,
And
use
and it's fair too, like for that
discretion.
game, right? That's the thing too, right? I think that can be like very from game dependent. Like maybe for the horror game would be like a little more tighter, right? A little like more restrictive.
Yeah, when you start like having elements of mystery.
Yeah.
So I think that is where you have
Or
to.
when or when
I
we
think
when
that's
we
where you
ask,
have to fine tune it, like, because
Yep.
what is in the mind?
or if
Like,
you if
I
you want to
should
have
have.
like a more
1 second. I probably have a really good idea what's in the mind.
Yeah.
So don't go inventing it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
if you want
Yeah.
to have like a very mundane setting too, you might also want to clamp down on some of those, right?
Right.
Mm.
So yeah, don't 4D solutions to mysteries. Another thing that you said that is with like small items and stuff. That's something that I noticed when I was watching the videos for Daggerheart. There's like a thing in his inventory that says basic equipment.
Yep.
So that kind of gave me a spark of hope. Some sparks. Anyways.
Basic supplies, yeah.
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 So that's just co-creation.
Okay.
But I don't mind if you want to create hazards, like
Oh
that
sure.
should be there, like a slippery. Like we're gonna go down this slope.
Crevasse.
We're gonna go down the slope. Oh shit! It's so slippery.
Yeah.
And like that stuff, it might come up with the fear or hope results. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So we should talk about that a little bit.
Talk about what?
What about
Fear
crits?
and hope.
Oh yeah.
Crits is just good, right?
Crits are just good, and they give you like
So-
you succeed and you get hope.
You get
Yeah,
hope.
yeah.
You spectacularly succeed.
Yes.
Doesn't
Is
matter
there
the
another
combination.
mechanical thing that happens, like double damage, or is it just
Yes. Yes. If you do damage, if you crit on an attack,
Mhm.
you're gonna add to your damage roll
Mhm.
the maximum of your that your damage dice could give you.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
cool.
if you roll like 1d8,
Mhm.
or
Gonna add an
let's
8
say
to
like
it.
your damage is 1d8 plus 3,
Yep.
then you're gonna add 8. You're gonna roll your 1d8 plus 3 and
Mhm.
add 8.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
If
good.
if your damage dice was if your damage roll was 2d8 plus 3,
Mhm.
then you would roll it 2d8 plus 3 and add 16.
Oh, cool. I like that.
So it does it does the total dice. Wow.
So it
Yeah.
factors in the aptitude or whatever they have.
The
the
proficiency.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it kind of is curbing that at the same time with the minor, major, severe.
Yeah. Right. So you
Yeah, that
It's just
Don't
like
doubt
really
damage,
likely to hit the
still 3
severe.
hit points, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's no such thing as an instant kill in this game.
If you have more than 3 hit points, there's no such thing as an instant kill.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Right on.
And when we roll a double, we have to stop the game, and everyone has to like do this dance and point at the
Yeah.
screen and
Climb on your chair.
Why don't
climb
I
on your
give?
chair,
Why don't I let you
tear off your
guys?
clothes.
Why don't I let you guys narrate your hopes, and I'll narrate the fears? Seems like the most Daggerheart way to do it.
That's fine.
Yes, the when we roll with fear, right? You get this fear token that you can use, but it's also an invitation for you to get the spotlight and add more danger and stuff like that. So that would make like sense that you would, you know,
Yeah. And then
Daggerheart
I think-
doesn't use initiative.
No, it's freeform.
It's
Which
free
is pretty cool. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's freeform.
Just really
So we
nice.
just have whatever turn order we decide, and just go with that.
Whatever's logical in the moment, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
think-
So I have to like get a fear to take my GM turn. I think
Yes, you do.
described it as.
Not necessarily.
I just do it whenever I want, really.
You just do whenever you want. Like when somebody interact with an NPC or like with an adversary, so like that, then you can like then take the spotlight to this guy.
How do you guys
if
feel
we roll
about
with-
just? Go ahead. Sorry.
if we roll with fear, you're like invited to take the spotlight or to, you know, it's like it's kind of like, yeah, maybe now's a good time to do something.
I like that, but I think we stick with our
I agree.
usual methods.
Round
As
robin.
far- Yeah, I do like the idea of me being able to insert on a fear.
Yeah. Mhm.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Right.
you can interrupt with fear and all of that.
Yeah.
But this does
Anything
mean
to get anything to get the GM talking more.
yeah, right, because we all know that's
Yeah.
that's what the game's
No.
all about.
Because I think like in our normal way of doing things, right, we do the round robin, but it's kind of like a loose kind of round robin, because if somebody interact with somebody else, then
it's
the
already
other,
pretty much freeform.
the other person can then would get the spotlight, right? That's, and then we go back
I
to
would
the
go-
round robin.
I would call our way freeform with manners.
Manners are important. So Phil, what does this mean though? Because you can roll a success and have fear as the
Yeah.
like, so it's a
let me-
success with a fear. So that means you will narrate that result because
I
it
want
was
you
a fear
guys.
result.
I want you guys to narrate this kind of what we usually do, where it's like everything you roll, you get to narrate, and then I will narrate a fear result. So I'll narrate the fear aspect of your roll, and you can narrate the hope aspect of your roll.
Okay, so even if it's a success fear, you're gonna narrate that.
You can say your success if you want to take the fear. Like if you want to apply the fear to something that you're doing, like you just feel strong about it, just go ahead and say it. And I'll just let you. You know what I mean? But like if you don't say anything, I'll just say something. That sound like a good way to do it. So like if you want it to be something that would affect your character that I wouldn't be able to say because
wouldn't-
of your
yeah.
character.
Yeah,
I don't know,
would
like
think.
the problem with like us describing the hope, while the hope is like this extra little thing you get.
Yeah.
So
So because it would never give you the opportunity to do like an environmental.
I would prefer you describe the hope and then
Yeah.
I'll take the fear.
Interesting.
yeah,
It's the same reason why my
as well.
in-person group, they prefer describing their failures. They want me to describe their successes so that
Okay.
they don't go too far.
We've already talked about how
That's interesting.
we're allowing co-creation with hazards and obstacles, so
Right.
might as well just
Well-
let you do it.
And also like it takes away like the you know, like we won't step on you like making the hope too good, but also in the hope sometimes like the hope might just be getting your hope token, right? Your hope point.
So now I have lost my invitation. Take my turn though.
No, because you'll still get fear tokens, right? You'll still get those. And you can always jump in. We'll give a fear
Yep.
result, and then if you want to jump in and add to it, do it.
Add to it.
Maybe we should just say that all that stuff's lame, and we should just do,
No, we're gonna try
do the
it.
turn order
try
that
it.
we usually do.
No, we try. I think we try it, right?
Just
Okay.
try it
I
and
just,
see.
I'm struggling to see like the. It sounds like it's trying to solve the problem we already solved.
Yes, it
40.
does.
It is.
But
So-
but that's the thing too, right? You don't necessarily have to always jump in. It's an invitation for you to jump in, right? Like you said, we solved that problem already. So maybe it's not gonna happen. But
Okay.
All right.
So like if I don't want to jump in, I just go.
Then we just move on. Like the next person goes. Like just go.
Yeah. I say, whoa, wait a second. Hold
think
there,
I'm-
crazy horse.
Have more fun narrating failure. I've noticed
It is fun.
It's more
Like,
fun to have the failure.
in my
Especially
training
like
session.
if you're slipping and sliding around.
Yeah, I got stabbed in my training session with Rick.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I was like holding my wound. I was limping, and it was great. It was a good time.
Okay. Well, we'll same. Okay. Seems good. I wonder what I'm gonna narrate for a hope though. Just like I'm just gonna
Radiant
make
light.
it
That's the
good. I
thing,
just
like-
make the success good. The reaction is like
Like-
good.
a hope is not like hope is not a critical success. When you succeed with hope, you don't get a critical success. It's just like a normal success. Basically, it's a good success, right? We already get the whole point that allow us to activate stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
it's you don't need to make it like it's not like a success with hope. It's
Yeah.
not like an extra good success. It's
Yeah.
a success, right?
That's right.
A
And
success
we
with fear. It's a
Yeah.
success with a tiny tone of a tiny touch of like, yes, but right, just like
You convince her to tell you where the bounty hunter is, and her top falls off and her boobs fall out.
that's fear.
There it is.
well, maybe for you.
Fear for someone.
Well, I mean, it could be the. Who knows?
For some reason, girls' boobs are always falling out. Every
so-
other roll. So,
The other thing too is that we're going to have to. Well, when we get there into character creation, we should be talking about how we're going to role play the meta currencies, or are we just going to have it completely in the
many.
background, or are you going to role play the like? How are you going to role play using spending hope to do the? Or are you just going to just want to have that be completely off screen?
well, I really don't understand the systems around using the hope. So I know you
Oh,
can
okay.
like,
Well,
do
maybe
like
we'll
a
have to-
combo maneuver and like
You would expend
assist
them.
your friend.
Yeah, it's the
Some of them are very bad.
yeah, like everybody chips in to assist with an action. You would spend one, or to use an experience that you dictate you make.
Does everyone
You
have
would
their
expend
own
one.
hope?
Yes,
Everybody has their own hope. Yeah, I mean, maybe we
Yeah.
don't even have to say the hope, and just know that if we just keep track of them on our own.
We don't have to set a hope, I guess, if you just using them like to activate, because you can use them to activate some of your special ability, right?
Yes.
Push on the bottom your computer game. The computer
Yes.
game.
We should have
special
On
we
the
should have a-
controller.
We should have a VTT going.
You want to do
Yeah.
this in a VTT?
Oh
Use
boy,
Max's VTT.
I feel like you could role play when you
Some of
don't
it you can
have
role play.
hope.
Yeah.
And when you do have hope, you could role play in the sense like, I've got something I got something I can help with, or whatever it's going to be. Instead of,
Yeah.
I have 5 hope.
Yeah.
Let me
Like-
spend my 5 hope.
Like to activate the experience and stuff like that. Like you can just like say like, oh man, that remind me like when I was a blacksmith and just whatever, right? Just like
Yeah.
so you can use that.
They're really not designed to be used in character. Like nothing is.
No. No,
they're
no,
not.
nothing.
But I'd prefer it to be in character if we can.
obviously.
Or if not in character, just quiet in the background.
Just quiet. Yeah. That's the problem with metacurrency.
Yep. That's how I handle bennies in Savage Worlds. I never want to hear you say I spend a benny. I never
using-
hear it. Like
using your card, right? Like your ability and stuff like that. That's gonna be rough. Some of them require you to use hope.
yes.
Hopefully, like we're gonna find a way, like, but that's gonna be like you have to look per ability.
Mhm.
Some of them, can we express them without like talking super mechanically? That's gonna be hard.
It's going to be tricky. I suspect it's going to be harder to do that than to use the armor meta currency. Like I think
Yep.
that the armor meta currency is
Oh, yeah.
easier
It's
to.
automatic
Yep.
That's
Yep.
easier to role play.
because you just react to the attack.
You just react. You just
Yeah.
describe it, right?
Say the word.
And there's a tag team mechanics, which
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
using.
that
Really?
yeah, exactly. That one really make me fucking cringe.
Okay. Well, that we'll have to. When we get into the specifics of each character, we should probably just take a look and see. Here's my abilities. How are we going to do this?
They're
Yeah,
D6s.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Tag team is all D6s, right? Everybody rolls a D6.
Nope.
Oh
No?
no, I thought that's what it was. But
No.
Yeah.
You initiate once per session. You can initiate a tag team, but you can be in many tag team in a session. Like you just cannot initiate more than once.
Mhm.
You initiate a tag team by spending 3 hope, and once you do a tag team with somebody else, like you make a move together, both roll, but you pick the highest roll to resolve both action, right?
Mm.
And if it's an attack, then both make the damage, right? So if one of them, like if the guy that roll a critical success, right, then you both crit. So some stuff like that. But like, yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
very, very, very fucking gamey.
what you described there, I think we could probably work around. I think that we probably could.
Yeah,
keep
that just
character.
requires a little dialogue. And
It's just a little bit of dialogue.
You'll understand that it's happening.
Or you could say, I mean, it might just be a quick, critical success for both, or whatever, success on both.
Well, we can see the roll on screen, so that's not the problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm like obviously we're gonna pick the higher roll, right? So that's
Yeah.
not the point I'm worried about. But it's like saying that you want to start a tag team. You can do like, oh, let's do this move we talk about, right? Whatever. And then, okay, you want to fucking do a tag team and shit like that.
Mhm.
But then like being kind of the same wavelength of what it is about, right? Just like because we obviously didn't discuss those beforehand, right? In a 2D game, you say like, oh, we should do that as a tag team, right? I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and all this.
You ready to do the
character
tag
stuff.
team yet?
Can we do our tag team? Actually, activate your equal powers,
Yeah.
quick.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
if you use that power and I use this one, we can do that as a tag team. Right?
Power Rangers.
It's a
over here.
committee based. It's like a committee based.
Yeah, you have to take your turn by
It is.
committee, right? Exactly.
Oh, I hate that.
So
Well,
That's gonna be
we'll
a
see what we
challenge.
can do. We can.
Yeah.
We might have to just leave out tag teams.
Are we okay? So, for the spirit of the game,
Yeah.
for the Will It 4D
Mhm.
model of these videos, how much can we rule zero this game?
Let's try to limit it. If we're
Yeah.
not going to use it, just don't use it. Like, but not change it. Just leave it out. Like the tag team thing might be just too gamey.
I don't think it would be that hard to,
But
to do
maybe-
it properly.
Well, let's try it first, right? And we can talk about it afterwards. But out of respect for Mr. Mercer and his team, well,
I think you just have to, like, if I was going to tag team, I think I would say, like, what I'm doing, and then to set up.
Oof.
And that's all you have to say. It's like to set up Crispy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think Crispy's like, I'm not interested in doing a tag team. I'm like, okay, well. that
Well, if
fucked me up.
like
Thanks,
if-
Crispy.
say
I
like
don't know.
Crispy was trying to lift a large object and he's struggling with it. I run
Get over
and-
here.
I run over and I stand. I let me help you with
That'd
that.
be-
Ugh, like that's a
that'd be
tag
helping.
team, right?
Kingmaker,
That would be
put your
no, that would
put
be
your hope
helping.
into it.
Tag
You know,
teams
I
are
guess
bad.
I guess you could do it at a tag team, but if you just help, you give him you spend 1 hope and you give him a d6 to add. You
Yeah.
roll a d6 that you add to his roll.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That
maybe
seems easy.
Phil, maybe you decide if it's a tag team, like tag team role. I don't
So then
know.
I gotta go. Sounds like a tag team.
No, because you have,
And do the sound. You know the sound. The
you have to spend
the
3
air horn
hope.
sound.
Here we go. That's what I do. And then triggers.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
All right. May not even come up. I don't know if we need to spend time on
Yeah,
it.
maybe not.
It's up to you
Okay.
guys.
100% is going to come up now.
I'm gonna be trapped under a large, heavy
If you guys
door. or
don't
something.
tag team, I'm gonna be pissed. Actually,
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's a cage fight from the top rope.
Maybe we should talk beforehand to some move, right? That our character that work
Get some
together.
moves.
would
I
have
think
some
so.
up-
I think we should probably do that. Yeah. Seeing as
We
we're
can do that
a
up
party
to you.
already,
Yeah.
a small group of mercenaries.
yeah, this is
For
basically the dungeon crawl model.
It is.
right?
And hey, nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
dungeons- Dungeon crawls are my favorite.
Let's make it same universe as. Easy
Oh,
D6
okay,
dungeon
that's
crawl.
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it interesting? I don't know.
Sure.
No,
I don't like it.
Nope.
I don't want it. Nope.
it doesn't deserve to be in the same
No,
Not
because I don't.
yet.
Because I want to go back. I don't want to go back to this
Yeah.
to Corbac Slayer at some point. I don't want to.
You don't want to have a bunch of cat people running around?
People and cat
Yeah.
people. Well, cat people.
What about the
are
mushroom
all right.
people? Do they get a pass?
Yeah,
I mean, everyone
no,
likes a
they're the
fun
worst.
guy.
And the robot people and shit like that. Anything else we need to discuss, or we can go in character creation.
Character creation.
Let's do
Character
it.
creation. Let's do it.
By the
I'm
way,
excited.
it is ancestry, not heritage.
I was right.
No.
Yeah.
Write it down. Chat. Put it F in chat for Kingmaker.
Shut
get
up,
out.
Kingmaker.
I get enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Big F.
Max. We're gonna start with you because we already know what you want. You want
Yeah.
Qatari.
Yeah, I want to be a Qatari.
What page is that shit on?
Qatari is on page 67
Oh, you got
under
it right.
ancestries, and there's lots of illustrations there, so
Oh,
Max
good.
can make the
Yeah.
one he wants.
What is with the illustration? For
What color is it?
Orange.
I think you should be the color illustration on page 67.
Calico.
I think so.
67.
No, I told you I'm gonna be this guy.
Look at that
Oh,
one. Yeah.
The adult
Oh,
one,
really?
the one that looks like a tiger.
No,
No, the one on his shirt.
the one on my shirt.
Oh, the one on the shirt. Okay.
Is that Zoro? He's got how many? He's got 2
And
katanas.
he's a samurai.
Yeah.
Not enough fuzzy animal people with immigration problems so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Qatari. My community is gonna be Ridgeborn.
The Qatari in the picture is just a cat boy. Come
Yeah.
on, guys. Should be more Kilrothy than cat.
Yeah, I
boy.
agree. But there's one in the
Ooh.
in the sketch picture.
Yeah,
Ridgeborn.
all the good ones.
Like
Alright.
that's what I'm saying. Like when they do those things, like they cannot commit to one thing, right? Oh, they're
Yeah.
cat people, but you can basically make them like human with ear and tail.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
straight up cat that walks up like Garfield,
Yeah.
right?
You have a huge variety of what you could pick.
Yeah,
You could have a cat nose and ears and nothing else, or you could be full feline.
fortunately, you can play whatever type of game you want. So,
Yeah.
all Qatari in this world have cat faces.
Yeah.
So they're not just like wearing those weird headphones with the ears on them.
It's not just guys with weird
I don't know what is
headphones.
up with that either. Man, I'm so old.
Does
Okay.
Ridgeborn have to be?
My
it could be
5-year-old
any
daughter
brand?
likes them.
What?
Ridgeborn. You said you're being
Ridgeborn? Okay.
Yeah, my community
Where's
is
that?
Ridgeborn.
Where's that one? Where's the communities?
Page 76.
Wait, but if I choose everything, like then I'm gonna have the first choice on everything. You okay
Well,
with
no,
that?
we
guys?
can reverse it. I can get first choice in
Okay.
the next things.
This whole game
Oh.
is just so you can play cat
Yeah.
boy. Max.
So Ridgeborn,
just play
Well,
a
no.
rich one.
page
Cat boy.
76, you said?
Do you,
76.
do you want do you want to guys pick your well, maybe I shouldn't be the first one to choose community. Like I should choose a
Oh, yeah,
guess
because
we
you
can have
chose
this one.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
I chose race first, right? So
Fair.
Man, you're greedy. Okay.
yeah, I chose race
Ridgeborn-
first. So I let somebody
Ridgeborn's-
else.
Ridgeborn's too powerful.
I'm going with dwarf.
Dwarf, yes. Great
Female
choice.
dwarf with a beard.
And I'm thinking underborn. I guess I can't choose yet. But
Can't choose yet.
wait.
What
you
should I be,
could.
guys? What
You could.
Here, I
It's
need some.
gonna
I'm
be-
not.
you
I
gotta-
have no strong feelings on this. So, chat. Any ideas?
Ooh,
What
Giant
should we
in
do?
the chat.
Play the fun grill.
The fungrel,
I thought you were gonna
Oh.
play. I thought you were gonna play the ribbit or whatever.
the ribbit.
Oh, the monkey. Play the monkey.
Oh, I should. Where is it? I gotta find the monkey. Where is he?
It's
Simia.
Simia.
Simia. That's dope.
Simia.
What's that a reference to? Fuzzy people with immigration problems.
Oh, I was reviewing a game.
Oh, right.
My last video.
I remember now.
Please like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, it's true, man. Like, oh man, that was like crazy, right? On
It
the
was
well,
kinda
in
crazy.
the well.
They were in the
wow.
well. There were a bunch of animals stuck in the well, and the main conflict of the guy was that he needed to fill out his
Like
immigration papers.
I was doing
He-
something
he was
else
the
while
H1B.
watching, right? And I was like paying full attention. And at some point, when you talk about the immigration paper, I thought you were being racist.
Yeah.
But
How
no, it
dare
wasn't.
you, sir?
So it looks
Projection.
like.
Simia.
So not to throw a wrench into this, but it looks like we can mix our ancestors.
Shut
Thank
up. Really?
God.
Yeah.
Yes, you can
page
do like a-
You can be a
71.
half. You can be a
Yes.
half.
Half simian, half giant.
A
Nice.
giant.
giant
So I
monkey.
could be like a massive monkey, like a big silverback.
Yeah.
You okay with this, Phil?
Nice.
Oh, is that what you want to do?
Well, that might change who I'm, what kind of class I have. I might go with some kind of
I don't
berserker.
care what. I don't care about
Okay.
any of this.
All right, so I have to choose first for my community.
Well,
I'm still trying to
why
find
are
these
you the one
things.
choosing first for the community? You could be Kingmaker too.
Because he's doing the snake draft.
All right, go ahead.
Oh well, I mean,
Who's
if
your
you're gonna
community?
if you're gonna be a half breed, I say you can go ahead and pick that now.
No, I'm not going to be a half breed. I'm a proud
All right, pick your
simian.
community then.
Are
If
the
you go Clank, would you be a
simians-
cyborg?
Are the simians racist?
They might be.
Yeah,
I mean,
Let's say
do better,
half
Matt
monkey.
Mercer.
half
Half
monkey, half robot.
Yeah, half monkey, half robot. I was just thinking that.
Nice,
half monkey, half robot.
dude. Cyber apes.
All right,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool.
like a Wilson. In
I would-
Overwatch.
Yeah. What is that? Where is the
I don't know anything
robots?
about
Are they all
Where-
are they all
53.
compatible? Can you be like a ribbit simia?
Yes, everything can
Wow.
fuck with everything. So you can
Really?
have it.
Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
No, that's how it works. You can have one parent that is Simian and one parent that is Clank for some reason.
Oh, clank is what it's called. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just science. That's not
I
Yeah.
You know what? No. I'm happy with my monkey.
okay.
All right.
Anyone else switching
No.
around? No.
Monkey
Okay.
man, a dwarf, and a cat.
And my
man.
community. So my community is a monkey man. Let's say I was.
I guess also we can double down. Like there's no like
Yeah,
Be a
you could be
double
a
somebody
monkey.
else want to play Catboy too, right? It's like
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah, everyone could be a cat boy.
yeah. A full Catboy party.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be a sneaky monkey. I'm Slyborn.
Hey.
Slyborn.
Slyborn. I'm a sneaky monkey. Slyborn.
Dang.
It's cool, but
yes.
mixed race. Yeah, exactly.
So that means you're like a
Great.
pirate or something?
No, it means,
You're a
according to
criminal.
page 78, being part of a Slyborn community means you come from a group that operates outside the law.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
sneaky
criminal
monkey.
sometimes.
Oh, no, full catboy. Yeah.
You guys are all going in a well. Step one.
And I don't have
Oh,
my
boy.
immigration papers again. All right.
What? No, what? I'm saying high magic.
Yeah, it wasn't for this game. The low grounded
Kingmaker.
magic.
Yeah,
Where-
that was
Whereabouts are
I-
you from?
I will be Underborn.
Underborn. Classic.
Classic dwarf. Classic dwarf.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
He's underground. He knows about the mines.
I
Yeah.
might have
like
some
it.
knowledge about these.
You have
mountains.
advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, and perceive details within the whole mine.
Well, that's good.
Oh, I didn't even read that.
It's pretty good.
Look at that. I didn't even. I was not metagaming.
Wow, I think you'll be able to be Ridgeborn. Who would have
Yeah,
thought?
I'll be Ridgeborn.
Ridgeborn, it is.
You have advantage on rolls to traverse dangerous cliffs and ledges, navigate harsh environments, and use your survival knowledge.
Okay, here we go. Classes. Oh, Kingmaker
Slyborn.
first.
Why don't you just put them after the
Oh, I could do
community
that.
/ classes?
Yeah, that's true. That sounds easier.
Slash classes.
Okay.
Slash
All right.
glasses.
Well, Kingmaker
Alright.
first. Here we go.
Okay, what,
Okay,
what
I'll go
page are we on? What page are we on now? It's like it's way lower, right? Or high? Sooner?
I'm
Yeah.
just checking here.
I think it's sooner. Yeah.
Classes. Class
there it is.
starts on page 27.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, the class
will-
before the.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be.
So you
a
can look at
warrior.
the domain chart to see a list here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on page. Okay. The domains are on page
20.
24.
Yeah, 25's got the cool.
25 has the cool
Image.
graphic, but they forgot to label the domains. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but you can recognize them by the icon.
Yeah,
Yes, you
why
can.
don't you look at the icon?
that's true.
Yeah.
This is colorblind friendly.
I'll be
Hey,
so I'll be a warrior.
Ooh, nice.
Dwarven Warrior.
So dwarven warrior.
And I'm looking at
Get
Call
outta
of the
house.
Slayer.
Oh, shite.
Is that what you
were gonna-
wanted?
Did I just
Yes,
take that from
you-
you?
Too bad.
I'll be that as well.
No,
You
you
could-
can't
yeah,
do it.
sure. Why not? So
can't
this
do
is
that.
a
Your original.
warrior, and subclass is call.
Call of the Slayer.
Fuck yeah,
Slayer.
Dwarven Slayer.
Mac,
It's
if you
like the only
really
one that
want
doesn't
that,
have like fucking magic. So
I won't take it from you if you really want.
no. We
No,
can both
Max
have
can
it.
do
No,
something
you're
else.
taking it.
Max is next.
Max is gonna be a wizard. Don't worry about it.
Magic cats.
No.
Be a seraph.
Oh, dude,
No, I hate
I'll be the wizard.
I really hate it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Like the fucking wing sentinel. Like, come get out of here. The one that can throw his weapon could be kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the one with wings. Just
No.
you just get wings for some reason.
Can I be a sorcerer? What is
They're
it?
basically the heck are they called from D&D? Chat, if you remember.
That was to be honest, like the class.
Yeah.
That was for me like the worst fucking thing when I was looking at the character.
Yeah.
They all suck. For me, like they're all repulsive to me. There's not one single. There's one class in there that I want to play.
Well, then play it.
That's what I do. So I don't care. We can be two Slayer.
Sure.
We have
Pretty
competition between us.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
That could be actually really fun.
Oh,
It could be.
It sounds badass, actually. Let's stop.
It
pretending.
does. It does. There's no. I don't know about it.
You're gonna pick different cards potentially.
Yeah, because we pick for the same way. Well, we should pick different card, right?
Yeah.
Because we're.
What's
we're
interesting
thinking
about
we should
this
pick
is-
from the same deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually
Are you
cool-
not
an interesting
allowed?
experiment because we'll be able to see, are all warriors, do they feel the same, or could you have a warrior feel different than another warrior?
So you're gonna be a Slayer as well, Chris.
No, I'm not going to be a slayer. That sounds terrible.
Just there. Can somebody like what is it? It's blade and bone, right?
Yes.
Blade and bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those symbols?
What was the other one?
Oh, I know what I'm going to be.
What was the other warrior? Slayer.
The other warrior? Okay, hold on. Let me get there.
Call of the Brave.
Call of the Brave.
Blade and
One.
bone. There we go. So it's they're right on top of each other in the PDF.
So there's like 7 level 1 class, right? Level 1 card. No, there's no. Sorry, I misread. There's 3 of them. There's 3 level 1 for the blade domain.
There's 3 blade domain guys.
Three level 1 blade domain, and 3.
Oh, 3 cards.
Yeah, the card, and 3 for bone, right? So we have 6 card to pick 2 between 2 each.
Check out the Wayfinder on page 39.
The
Yeah,
on
it's not
the
really meant to double down on the Wayfinder. No, I don't want to be like I'm playing a ranger now in the org
I'm
game.
saying the art. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she's fat, but I like the cat behind.
The cat's cool.
Of course.
He's fat too, though.
He does look like he eats as well as she does.
But how cool is the simian on the other page,
Oh,
page
yeah.
38?
It's not that
That's
bad.
cool.
Beastbound.
Maybe
like him.
Guardian. What is Guardian?
Although
Sword.
you would think that the Beastbound one is the one with the cat, and the Wayfinder is the monkey.
Yes, I also noticed. I thought also like the art might have been like inverted in that.
Well, you could. The Guardian is another martial. You have
but I don't like him.
Stalwart or Vengeance.
I don't like the.
Are you
the
thinking about your own, Crispy?
No.
let me take a
okay,
look
I'm-
at those.
I'm-
Maybe
Max,
I'll.
Max is locked in.
He's locked in. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
not-
holding
no.
you up.
No, I'm
gonna be a rogue.
looking. I'm shopping around because like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think that the game would play well doubling down.
I could let me see with those other fighters while you guys are.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to take
Just,
mine.
just both
so
of you be Slayers. It's cool.
I'm going to be
I
a
just want to
rogue
read them.
Nightwalker.
Heavy blows and keep.
If you're
fighting.
not Oh,
That's what I'm gonna be.
Nightwalker. Okay. Just
Rogue
so
Nightwalker.
just so we're
Hey,
clear,
Daniel, how you doing?
even though you guys are all playing these semi-martial classes,
You know what? I
it's
am
still a
gonna
very
change.
high magic world.
Oh, I could be a wizard or sorcerer.
I think a guardian stalwart might be
Guardian
really cool.
stalwart. Okay.
Because it's like I'm just envisioning this rough brute dwarf on the front line just taking all the hits,
Totally.
you know. And I think that's let's do
You
that.
want the tank?
Kind of like a tank, yeah, like a tank.
Cool. That's
Let's
cool.
do that. Let's do that.
You can take heavy blows and keep fighting.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what you do. You're unstoppable.
I'm unstoppable.
I mean, maybe I should go with the magic. We don't have a magic user. You
can
know what? I'm
spend-
gonna switch.
Yeah.
Sorcerer or wizard?
I don't think I've ever seen you use magic before.
I'm gonna. I don't really want to do a wizard.
Oh, wait, you were a cleric once.
Warrior, wizard.
The dirt cleric.
Yeah,
I gotta say though, with
was.
the Slayer, the fucking feature of the Slayer is insane.
It's good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Is it good? I fucking like. I'm not even sure I can fucking understand it.
Who else spoke to you?
Foundation feature or specialization feature? Which
Okay,
one
I
is
get it. I get it. You get it. You just gain like D6 to add to your damage roll, basically. Okay, that's good. The phrasing on all of those fucking thing or is a bit
It's very much board game phrasing.
it's also like
It's
it's
like-
clunky, I think. A lot of it's clunky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
It's
sorcerer.
like you're playing the table like it's a board game.
I'm gonna do sorcerer, boys.
You do some sorcerer?
Sorcerer,
Nice.
elemental origin.
So you want to do it? You don't want to do the guardian thing? Because like you had the first pick on the class, right? So I should be the one switching.
Oh no. I think we should do someone with the magic.
You've
in this
bullied
contest.
you've
No.
bullied Kingmaker
No,
out.
I'm talking about
No,
Kingmaker.
no.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with this.
All right.
That's what he said.
I was torn between the two melee anyway, so this is fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm a
bully.
sorceress
What
monkey.
you want?
Yes.
But guess what? It worked. Being a bully, I mean. You
The,
got what you wanted.
Which is a life lesson for all of you people.
the divine wielder,
Take
Is-
what you want.
almost interesting,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which one's
but
that? That's the seraph.
Is that a sorcerer?
No,
no,
seraph.
you get like this magic weapon. You saw this magic weapon that you can.
Oh,
throw
yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah.
Basically Thor's hammer, right? You can throw and call back and shit like that.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel it doesn't fit with a cat because cat cannot be religious.
They don't. What about the? What's that? Shit, I always forget it. What's the name of the
That's funny.
Game
thing they say on cats? It's like congelical cat or something. What's that?
Oh yeah, well yeah, they can have this weird the angelical cat. They can have this weird religion, which is a kind of a death cult.
There you go. You could be part of a death cult.
Can I
Look at this.
be an angelical cat? Divine
You could be an
wielder.
angelical cat.
I kind of love
That's
this. When an ally within close range
With the
has 2 or
hammer.
fewer hit points and would take damage, I can mark a stress and sprint over to their side and take the damage instead.
That's cool.
This is
Yeah.
kind of right up my alley. I like tanks. This is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Find the
I mean,
sorcerer.
does it work? I guess it's good for the sorcerer, but you have like a slayer. You're like,
True.
no, don't hit the slayer. The slayer's like, I'm good. Actually, I'm fine.
What? No, I'm not fine. Why would I be fine?
I don't know. This feels like you'd be fine.
I'm squishy.
You're squishy.
I'm not specifically. I'm not like especially strong.
I'm a slightly chubby cat.
I've been reading like a Shingurui, right?
Shinguri.
So I'm into that mood. That's the character I want to play. Well, it's not a cat thing. Shinguri is like it's very historical. It's very grounded and stuff like that.
So you're saying
But
that it's not a historical cat warrior.
No, it's a samurai story, right? It's about like it's set in a dojo and it's about terrible people, right? But like they that want to be like very top fucking swordsmen.
Oh yeah.
very ambitious, and that's the guy I want to play, right? I want to be this cat that is obsessed with being like the top swordsman, right?
I love it.
There you go.
Very One Piece.
Oh, he's Asian Puss in Boot. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Or that. That's fine too.
And boots. Sorry.
Yeah, but they are very like
What are you doing over there, Crispy? You're an elemental origin, you say?
oh yeah.
What's that do?
So it's
Throwing fireballs and shit.
yeah. I have a mastery feature. Once per long rest, I can transform into the physical manifestation of my element. So I choose an
Oh, you
element.
have to pick an element.
Air, earth, fire, lightning, or water.
Ooh.
Fire.
Really? All right. Fire's good. Lightning.
I'm a
is cool.
fire monkey.
Fire's good. And
We're in a icy. Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
exactly. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's cold. Can you turn into fire again?
Everyone's like, "Hey, monkey, you can come sit on my knee. You're nice and warm."
Just put on some gloves, guys. Why? Why should I put on gloves? Just turn on
Okay.
the flames.
So, but I thought I heard you say this, Max. That you wanted to be.
That's very clever, Mayor Mac Cheese. Asian Puss in Boots, so Tabby and Tabby.
Valor and Blade. Okay.
I'm not clever enough to get that.
The Tabby is like the ninja shoe, right? With the
Oh,
split
okay,
toe.
yeah.
So Max's Katari is motivated to become the best swordsman in the world.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
How
someone
about you,
Printing?
Kingmaker? What? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got to mute my. I'm printing my character sheet.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh.
No worries.
I should just.
Oh, we're doing filling the whole thing now.
I guess so.
Probably not all of it, but just to take a look at it and see.
All right. I'll
It's supposed to have like on the character sheet. It gives you some stuff for that class that you have to, as
Yeah.
part of character creation, where you get, like questions to answer is what they do. It's kind of like a
Background.
mini life
Yeah.
path.
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool. Is there like a character sheet in the book? Or you got one?
There is one.
No,
of
it's
the
on their webpage. Just go to daggerheart.com and you can see under downloads. There's
there
all the
one
character
form fillable?
sheets. I wish. I don't see it as form fillable, but maybe someone's already made one form fillable.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do fucking it in a.
So you're gonna be the best swordsman.
And what about you, Kingmaker? What
Oh
is your-
man, Kingmaker.
Mm.
They fucking did. They said heritage on the character sheet, not ancestry.
That's
So
what
they
I was
couldn't-
reading. That's why I said Harry. That's why I said that. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
it's different in different places, huh?
Yeah, they couldn't get
who
the.
edited this?
Yeah.
And you know, at some point, like I was very confused in the book because I was also talking about like and add your tier to, and I don't know what the tier is.
Yep.
They keep saying
There's
that.
tiers
and you
of
add your-
play.
But I was going crazy.
what is
So
what I
there's
don't-
tier 1 is just level 1. Tier 2 is level 3 through 5. Tier
Where did they say
3
that?
is, I don't know, I just heard Matt Mercer in a video explain this. And then it's up to tier 4. Tier 4 is
Okay.
like up 9, 10. Kind
There
of.
was
kinda like your
multiple
bit
thing in the short rest that you roll 1d4 and add your tier, and
Yes,
unless I missed it, they didn't fucking explain what the tier was
right.
yet. So it'd be nice if they explain something before you fucking introduce the concept, right? I wasn't sure if it was like they made a mistake and they meant like the add your level.
So it's kind of like the basic ability modifier.
Trying to think of my background here.
Oh, yeah.
Writing a book is hard, guy. I know.
Let's see.
All right. My name is gonna be something like Kaneko. Fujiki Kaneko.
Bajiki
Fujiki
Kaneko.
Kaneko.
Calico? What? No.
Fujiki Kaneko.
Fujiki Kaneko. Did I get it?
I got my name.
Yeah.
I got to get my purpose.
Yeah. Kenneco, it's a saber cat.
Nice.
What's yours? Oh,
Hmm?
Guardians have very low starting evasion,
I noticed that.
but they have
Yeah.
7 hit points at the start. That seems
which is
high.
more than most, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just all their stuff is changing the thresholds, you know, which is cool.
Ooh. Seraphs also have health.
Oh, sorry.
I think warriors might have the best starting evasion. Nope, never mind.
No, the rogue probably no.
Yeah, rogue and ranger are both high.
I think ranger is highest, although the sorcerer I picked has natural evasion. So
Dang.
what you can do is you call forth your element to protect you from harm. When an attack roll against me succeeds, I can mark a stress and describe how my element defends me. I roll d6 and add it to my evasion against the attack.
Badass.
But you're rolling a d20, so again, it's, I don't know, don't quite understand why they did that, but that's what they did.
Because it's wacky.
Yeah.
It's
like-
very weird how the rules for the GM are different.
Is it swingier than that other game we played? Never mind. Never mind.
5e?
What was the desert one?
Oh,
What?
you mean Worlds Without Number?
Yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah.
was the number? Yeah. 'Cause I remember that having like D20 with low modifier.
Yes, but they did compensate with the
They did that with
What if-
Shock. Yeah. And
where with shock. Yeah, shock damage.
Or for me, I'm gonna say, and this is kind of cliche, but protect those closest to me. Now, it would have to be something that is triggered by my past that I'm thinking of now. So, being that I'm a protector, I'm a guardian, right?
all right.
Something horrible happened, maybe a great loss in a battle, right? In my past, I've vowed to keep my companions safe, right?
Dang. Getting nobility vibes. Here's some nobleness.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe he is. Maybe he is.
He
like
might
a-
even be a Scottish dwarf, guys.
the
I don't know.
fourth son of a dwarven clan chief.
Yeah, yeah,
There we go.
yeah. Have a name.
Oh.
You have a name? Go for it.
Thulgrim. THULGRIM.
Thulgrim.
Grim or Grin?
Grim. GRIM.
Got it. Sorry.
And we'll go with Ironbreaker.
Thulgrim. Ironbreaker.
That's
I
right.
like it. That's cool.
Thulgrim Ironbreaker.
That's good.
Ooh, Doomhammer, but that's too Warcraft.
I
No,
love dwarven
we're not doing that.
names.
Yeah.
Dwarven names are the best. They're really good.
Is dwarf your favorite race?
Believe it or not, no, I never played dwarves in MMOs.
Already.
But I love role playing. They're a lot of fun.
I like playing dwarves.
I was
It lets
always
you,
a,
it lets you be ornery.
I was always an elf player
You're an elf player.
in RPGs, video game RPGs.
Oh man, I have thought about it.
I'm also I'm pro elf as well.
Oh yeah.
Blood elves are my favorite in WoW.
Oh, I'm not a elf stand guy.
Yeah. It's because you don't. It's because you don't get it, Max.
Well, it's because I'm joyless.
Joyless.
I like the dwarf. I can see myself in them. Stubborn and
I think
Like
as I got
drink.
older, like when I was younger, I was always wanted to play an elf or a human. As I got older, I appreciated dwarves more. I don't know why.
oh yeah. Me too,
What about-
actually. When I was young, I wanted to be play like the pretty boy, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Should be fun. So Maxi killed more than any other joyless people person I know. Yeah, it's just it's a mask. It's- yeah,
What to
I'm
sound
a
Hebrew or Yiddish?
I'm a giggly kind of guy.
All right. Cool. So we've got now. Do you want? Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh, somebody else talk.
Let's talk more about let's see, what do we got next on here to do actually?
Yeah. So when I was a boy, right, I did like the elf, but as I grew older, I started to despise them because they always seem too gay for me.
So they get that stigma, but I think Tolkien's elves, in my opinion, don't. But nor do WoW elves. But when you go into D&D elves, things get a little fruity, right?
In the Peter Jackson movie, they kind of are,
A little
and
bit.
I fucking hated Legolas.
Really?
Oh man, I couldn't. He ruined the movie for me.
Really?
Like I, I've seen the first movie in theater when it was out. I wasn't too impressed. So the second movie, I waited until it was on DVD.
Mm.
And the second movie annoyed me so much. I only seen the third movie like in 2022 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, during COVID, maybe 2020 during COVID, I rewatched all the movie.
Legolas
And
in the
the
movies
third
didn't
one was
have
the
many.
first time I would see it. Right?
He didn't have many lines in the movie. He's got much more in the books. So.
Yeah, but it was all like the fucking climbing on the elephant and the sliding down the stair on the fucking shield, like all those fucking things, like all those moments that made me groan in the movie and that I checked out. They were almost always like fucking Legolas moment.
Walking on top of light snow.
That I was okay with, right? The idea like, oh, he's an elf, so he doesn't sink in the snow. So okay, maybe he's very like not dense and he got like big feet, some shit like that. I don't know.
I think I could relate more to dwarves later in life.
When you get, I think you need to start getting a job to relate to dwarves. When you start
Yeah.
paying your own rent,
Yeah, exactly.
going to work, you say, you know what, I get the dwarf now.
Everything's hard. You drink a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
dwarves.
Exactly. You see, I get what they're about now.
Yeah.
I like orcs because I'm British and dumb. Oh, one thing also with the reaction roll, one thing I found in the game, I'm talking about that now because I'm reading about some reaction, right? One thing like those reaction roll that, oh, you make them like normal roll, but you don't gain hope or you don't, and GM don't gain fear.
That's right.
That also was like this weird exception that said like, well, I get it. Yeah, I mean, you wanted to limit that for some reason, but now you're just making the game like more clunky. Is it worth it? It seemed a bit no.
What?
It's not hard. It's gliding down the stairs,
Sorry.
skateboarding. A shield is what
Yeah.
peak fantasy looks like. Yeah.
That was a fun scene.
I don't know that I like the portrayal of anyone in anything. Like, has any fantasy race been portrayed well ever?
Probably not. No. Not in movies.
No.
I don't know. I'm
Humans
the
are
one
the
person
best,
to
right?
debate that because I'm a Tolkien fanboy. So
Oh yeah.
I
Do you think
recently reread the books,
I just
and
did
after
too.
rereading the books, I don't know I can watch the movies again because I enjoyed the books, but there are quite a few different major differences between the movies and the books.
with characters, yeah.
Yeah, with the characters, I was like,
Aragorn specifically.
Aragorn and Theoden, and I thought they
Theoden,
did
yeah.
Theoden raw in the movie, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and the same thing they did with Faramir. I was like, oh, that's not at all how Faramir was, but anyway,
I read it to my kids recently, and it was a fun time.
good for you.
Oh. Yeah, in the Tolkien versus Howard kind of debate, I'm a Howard guy.
I've read a lot of Howard, but I feel like after I've read about 5 Howard short stories, I've read
Yeah.
them all. There's
All
not a lot.
Conan?
They're very derivative. So I like
Only
it.
Conan? Or did you
I
read
no,
the
I read the others too. Like I've read the Solomon Kane or
yeah,
whatever.
Solomon Kane?
I liked Solomon Kane. Actually, truth be told, I kind of like Solomon Kane more than Conan. But
Yeah, I like Solomon Kane quite a bit.
and
I like the
I
character. I think
enjoyed
the
them.
story are a
It's
bit
just
weaker though.
yeah, I think they were from earlier on in his writing career. But
This is interesting. The Guardian doesn't get options for a shield.
Oh really?
Yeah. At least I don't see it. Suggested primary weapon is a battle axe. Two-hand.
What? You have to like take the gear they assign you?
no, it's just suggestions. I'm taking the suggestions just because. Why not?
Where in the book is it so I can see? Let me check here. Maybe there's a whole armor section I'm missing.
In the appendix. The equipment is in the appendix, which is weird.
Yeah, that is.
Well, you guys can take whatever mundane item you want. Okay.
Here it is, equipment.
Yeah, I'm gonna have little because I'm a cat. So I'm gonna carry much. I'm gonna have like a. I guess I'm gonna pick a long sword, call it a katana.
Cool.
You're good with that, Phil?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right.
Your whole race can be Japanese, as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's probably not even my culture.
What a round shield.
I'm just like I'm just like a weeb cat.
We can.
I just got like I met like a master swordman that trained me, like went very hard in that culture.
Like Splinter. You're like learning karate
When I was a little kitten.
when you were just a kitten. You like kept as a pet.
Yeah.
And you grew into a full-size person.
Yeah, a katana. Yeah.
Wait, okay. I have a question already. If let's say like it's suggesting I take a gambeson for my armor, so I'm going to do that. And the gambeson gives me base thresholds of 5 and 11. Do I add my level to that? So it would be 6 and 12?
Yes.
I guess I have a broadsword.
Okay. How many slots does your armor have? Is it equal to the base score?
It's based on the armor.
I don't see it described here. I guess I have to go look it up.
Well, I see suggested armor for me. Chainmail armor score 4. Does that mean I get 4 shields?
Should
Good question.
have the thresholds and the score.
Yeah.
So the score is 3. You put, or 4 in your case. You put that in the shield on the upper left corner of your character sheet. But what do you like? How many shields? I guess I don't know. I gotta figure that out.
Does yours not have a score?
Yeah, mine is 3. So is that just I have 3 shields that I can cross off, and then
Correct.
it's okay.
Type D8 physical.
Okay, got it.
I feel like I'm way behind. Like you guys are like picking equipment and shit. I'm still like reading my thing. Maybe because I'm also trying to entertain the stream at the same time.
Yeah, sorry about that. My head's down. I'm just filling out this character sheet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we could talk about background questions. Minor health potion. I guess I get that too. Minor health potion.
Oh, one thing also I wasn't too impressed with is that your proficiency level is not per weapon, right? So it's just like how proficiency you are with weapon.
Yeah.
And if you switch weapon, like I think, well, that kind of feel like
so if I switch from my weapon to some other weapon, and my proficiency will apply to any weapon I pick up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So you start like fighting with the bow, and then like at some point you decide to switch to an axe. Well, it's the same thing, really. Like you use them the same. So It's very
I
stressful.
somehow
Bro.
think that's not the same thing. All right. So what do we got here? Background questions. Here's the questions. Answer any of the following background questions. You can also create your own questions. What did you do that made the people in your community wary of you? I
Wait,
burned down the house.
those are based by on class, right?
Yeah.
So you should read them to somebody else, and somebody else should answer them. You should
Okay.
read them for a Kingslayer, and Kingslayer we're gonna know that would be
Okay.
more fun.
Okay. So Kingmaker.
Mm-hmm.
If it's really say Kingslayer, Kingmaker, sorry.
So I am a simia. I don't know why did they say simia? They should have done simian. That would make sense. That's a monkey, right? But
Well, they need to make it fantasy.
okay, simia. I'm a sorcerer subclass, elemental origin, and I've chosen the element of fire. What did you do that made people in your community wary of you?
I was the last man who returned.
No, wait. I'm saying like ask those to Kingmaker
Yeah.
for his class.
So you're deciding. Oh, for what? For his class?
No, not
Sure.
for your character. Well,
These are for
unless you wanna
me.
do that.
Like this is for my own character.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm just saying like you just make the stream more entertaining, right? You should
Yes.
Oh, so we're gonna
You
answer
decide for
questions.
me.
I decide.
Like,
for
oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
So what made the
alright,
people
do
of
that if you want.
your
Yeah.
village
Yeah.
wary?
So I'm on the outs with my home people. Why?
Because you fucking turn into fire.
I would say that because the people from your home do not trust magic users.
Okay.
So I have a
My-
question quickly.
Don't trust. Yeah.
When I make my character, like like in the character class, you have the foundation feature and the specialization feature and shit like that. At level 1, I only get the first one, right? The foundation, right? I don't know. What?
I thought you get all
I
your
don't
class
know.
features.
No, I don't get specialization mastery. I'm gonna get those
Whoa.
later, I guess. No.
4.
Oh, I see what you're saying. When do you get these? Choose one of the following: specialization,
Here.
mastery
But they
feature.
never
No, you
say.
get. Don't you get all those? You get all of those.
That
You get
makes
all
no
of those.
sense.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
all of those things. Spellcast trait is instinct.
I don't think so. Why would it say? Why did it be called like mastery feature?
It's
And
it's
specialization
what you can
feature.
do only once a day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Once per long rest, I can transform into fire. My specialization feature is I can call forth an element, but I have to pay stress to do it. My foundation feature is I can shape the element into harmless things or spend hope. So there's different things there. I think you get all of it.
Because like me and mine, like specialization feature is like you can wield multiple weapon with dangerous ease.
Yes.
It doesn't say anything about like once per. Oh yes, once per long rest. Never mind.
Max.
I guess I just need to read.
Just read it.
So Max.
Yeah.
Fulgrim Ironbreaker, right?
Yes.
You consider an aspect of yourself to be a weakness. What is it, and how has it affected you?
You get attached to people too easily,
Okay,
Nice.
that
and then
works.
you feel like you're getting betrayed or something.
So far, what we got, Phil, is I'm on the out with my community because my community, the Simia or whatever, they don't trust magic. They trust science.
Yeah.
Okay, Max,
Okay.
what mentor taught you to? This is me, so you're deciding for me. What
Okay.
mentor taught you to control your untamed magic, and why are they no longer able to guide you?
Are you Slyborn?
Yeah, I am.
So it's
I'm
probably somebody
shifty.
from that community. And so it's an old. Or is it from that community or somebody that was exiled from the community? It used to be from there. You knew him when you were young. He's an old man, or whatever race he is. Maybe a turtle.
You decide.
Turtle.
Okay.
I don't know what they call them, but
An old turtle. Well, we got it. It's
But he got
Oogway.
like a-
Oogway from.
Okay.
yeah, he got kicked out. He got exiled, and now he's presumed dead.
Got it. Oh, here's one. I don't know if this may be one that you're not supposed to hear. Phil. Okay.
Yep.
This is my guy, the little monkey mage.
What's happening right now?
So we're filling out background questions.
Background questions.
So why is Max answering everything?
Because we thought it would be fun for
Onion for
other
one.
people to decide for your character. So that,
Oh, okay. So you guys picked Max.
yeah.
Not yet.
We're
We didn't do
we're
mine yet.
alternating.
I'm not
Well,
there.
I have 3 questions. So I picked
Okay.
Kingmaker, then Max. Now, here's my third question. I have a deep fear that I hide from everyone. What is it, and why does it scare me?
Oh. Let's call it. It'd be too easy to make it like water.
Or fire.
So let's. Okay, you just want me to pick something?
Mhm.
Let's do crowded places.
Okay. And why?
Because you were abandoned by your parents in like a bazaar or something.
Got it.
A
Excellent.
monkey.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then you got abducted by the circus or whatever the fuck happened to you.
The Thieves Guild.
Yeah. Slash circus.
God.
Slash
You became a
circus.
circus monkey.
I was.
Yeah. As long as you become a circus monkey, I'm good.
Okay.
Find feature.
What's your name, Crispy?
Mono.
Mono?
Ember.
Okay.
The foundation feature, the specialization features, and the mastery features. Are those permanent on
Yep.
the sheet? Okay, that's why I got to
think
make adjustments then. Yeah, there is. Gain a permanent. The bonus to your damage threshold.
Where do I write those down?
That's the rule of board games. You have to read all of it.
Gain a permanent +1 bonus to your damage thresholds. So I get it on both, I guess. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm almost like. Did you do the question before? Like, I want to put in my feature of my race and all before in my community before doing the question. So I have to come back. You know, it's like it's. I don't know why they put the class first. It's kind of weird.
Because that's all you're doing is you're making a class. 'Cause it's a video game. It's like, what do you want to play? All right, let's figure out a concept.
Should have been.
So I see a for me at least as a magic user, I see a bit of a deficiency in this character sheet. Maybe there's another sheet here for me. Nope. There's no
What's the
place for me
deficiency?
to indicate the class features that I have, like these.
I think it's supposed to be maybe
Yeah,
there's like
because
class
it's on
specific.
your card.
Oh, you have to get the cards. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just print the card.
I gotta print the cards. That's what I gotta have. Okay.
That's why I'm behind because I just fucking retyped all those in my fucking like text document.
You just need the card. Okay, I gotta find the cards. All right, let me find it. Oh, I see it now. Sorcerer. There we go. Primal. Got it.
Man, the
Elementary.
feline
There it is.
instinct is kind of shit, actually.
It says they're provided at the bottom left of each class's character sheet.
Yes, that's just the base class feature, but it doesn't show my specializations. You need the cards that show the specializations.
Oh.
Now I see it here. There's the sorcerer. All right. I can see why they did that, so that they could add more, right? You have more cards released. You have different origins, or different abilities you can add on.
Specializations. Yeah.
I get it. So we have domain level 1. Yeah, that's right.
Have you guys done your modifiers yet?
Oh no way. The attributes.
I did. Yeah.
I did mine. Yeah.
1+2
You
stuff.
did yours. I'm really behind.
All right. I'm still trying to figure out how these work for this. For instance, like I said, foundation features, specialization features, mastery features. Each one for me is like. So the first one is gain a permanent +1 bonus to your damage thresholds. Then specialization features is gain a permanent +2 bonus to your damage thresholds. And the next one is +3. But
What?
I don't think I'd get them all at the same time.
So you're on my side that you don't get all those features on the.
Yeah,
Probably
I'm
because that's the
a little turned around on it.
Say that
We
one more
have to
time.
Google it.
I don't quite understand what you're.
So, if you look at the Guardian on page 36,
Mhm.
under Stalwart, foundation features, specialization features, and mastery features. Look at the unwavering, unrelenting, and undaunted features. They're all just gradual, incremental improvements of the same thing. I
Right.
get +1, +2, +3. I don't think I'd get them all immediately. Is my point. So
It would make no sense, right? And none
No.
of it say like one per long rest or.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
There's
that
something
out, too.
weird on the character sheet, like at the bottom when it talks about the tiers.
pound.
Yeah, that's for leveling up, right?
There's like the fillable boxes, which remind me a lot of
Yeah, when you
Gloomhaven. So I'm wondering
Makes
if
this-
those are. Let's take a look.
define a character's progression within a chosen class and subclass.
I'll
What
be
is a
right back.
progression? Foundation features are the initial abilities granted at a character creation, while specialization and mastery features are gained as the character levels up.
Oh, gotcha. So
There
you
we go.
don't have those.
So I got the
Okay.
first one. We all have foundation.
Okay.
Perfect. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, but when do you get them?
Looking at level up on the second page of the character sheet, tier 2 is levels 2 through 4.
Foundation card. Okay, I need the foundation card. Where is that? It's found it. Foundation.
Ooh, multi-class.
Yeah.
Foundation. Got it.
So in the tiers, it doesn't say those, but I'm assuming Mercer put out a video on leveling up. I'm gonna have to watch that.
I watched it. I'm trying to remember.
He did. Oh shit. Okay.
When you level up, you can choose two, like you fill in 2 squares,
Okay.
Yeah,
is how it works.
but none of the squares talk about
Specialization or
foundational
mastery.
or whatever the fuck. You know,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So when do you get those?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, everything just says gained later. All right. Well, for now.
I don't even know you gain experience. Like I don't even know what all you level up in that game. Is it like milestone? Is it like do you gain experience? Is there like something
Good question.
specified? Like I've seen nothing about that. Right? That's
Do you get those?
I want to say like, the rules are clunky, right? And I was right, and I wasted so much time fucking rewriting all those fucking all those feature now. Fuck's sake. And rewarding them to make them like short enough that I can read them in play.
5 armor. 5 armor. Yeah. Look at that.
All right, let's do my question if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let's do it. Who do you want to start?
I'll start with you, Crispy.
All right, let's do it.
Who taught you to fight, and why did they stay behind when you left home?
Who taught you to fight? It was your mother. And she stayed behind to...
He's so disappointed.
I know he's so angry about it. That's why I said it. And she stayed behind
Yeah,
because she's much too old now.
yeah.
But she was a fierce combatant in her day.
What a girl boss.
A real hunter killer.
Yeah. Probably one of the strongest
lioness.
warriors ever.
Yeah.
So, Kingmaker,
Mm-hmm.
who taught you to fight, and when did they stay behind when you left home?
Oh.
Kingmaker already answered his first one, didn't he? His is different.
I
For
did answer one.
Max's question.
No, that's mine. That was mine.
Nice.
Max. Oh, it's Max. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
An ancient swordsman in your
Oh,
village.
wait. I was joking. I'm gonna take fucking Crispy answer.
Yes, you are.
All right. Can we make his mother like the greatest swordswoman in town?
Yeah.
She
guards
was.
the dojo.
Yeah.
Also,
whatever.
like,
I don't know, the temple.
She's also a doctor.
And she was good. She was so good, but she was not allowed to practice her craft.
She's too good. She's too good for the men.
That's right.
Great.
No, it's because she taught her son outside of
Yeah.
the
Actually, like, the thing with those the Katari,
Yeah.
like the men don't get involved in the raising the children at all.
there you go.
So you're all raised only by your mother. So the question is: somebody defeated you in battle years ago and left you to die. Who was it, and how did they betray you?
Someone defeated you in battle years ago, left you to die, and betrayed you. Your rival from your childhood who went down a dark path.
That's it. Anyone who had something else, that he was a woman, a girl boss too?
It was your grandmother, actually. Trained your mom.
No, nothing silly. Nothing silly. I'm really giving it some thought.
Give me a break.
I like your character. He's 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 very anime.
Yes, I'm embracing my weirdness.
Yeah, he your your rival who went down a dark path. He defeated you in battle, left you for dead, and you've never forgotten it. Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Phil,
Yep.
what legendary place have you always wanted to visit, and why is it so special?
Um, we'll call it Mount Tokai
Mm.
because
Like-
it's where the great master that trained you
My mother?
learned. There's like a temple there. I thought there was like someone else that trained you. I might be thinking.
No,
of-
I said somebody
I'm thinking
else.
of
at
Crispy.
first. Yeah, but Crispy made it my mother.
I did.
There you go. That's where she trained.
All right.
Or maybe she said there was like there's a hermit there. There's like a legend of a hermit there.
That would give
like
the
the
like
best swordsman.
yeah, like the secret
Mm.
Well, yeah.
manuals,
Secret.
the
He has a
scrolls,
secret technique. Yeah.
the techniques, the mastery techniques.
At least that's what the legends say.
All
That
right.
he's immortal.
Crispy,
Yes, sir.
you've been tasked with protecting something important and delivering it somewhere dangerous. What is it, and where does it need to go?
Ooh. Something important. You carry something important that you guard, has to go somewhere dangerous.
What is it, and where does it need to go?
You carry an egg.
Ooh.
It has to be returned to the Rock's Nest, the legendary terror bird.
Love
A
it.
task that was that your clan agreed to a long time ago.
Awesome.
Does that come in 2 players just for flavor?
Who knows?
Well, he's carrying around an egg.
He's carrying around an egg. Egg has to be returned to a predator's nest.
Got it in my little dwarven satchel. Okay.
He's got,
a big
he's got
egg.
a ward now.
It's a rock egg, so it's big.
It's big. It's like a yeah, like a
Big egg.
good size orange. You know,
Good size orange.
Oh, okay. It's not that big.
not a huge one. Like a small ostrich.
Like you can still kiss steer it.
It's just as big as him.
He can't keister it for long. It would be uncomfortable.
Blow his ass out.
What?
His ass blown out.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That's right. So see, that's right. No, I was being serious. It's an egg.
I love it.
We do
All
the
right.
connection too.
Yeah, we should do the connections. You want to go first?
Yeah. Well, Kingmaker had one more background to do, no?
I do have one more background. So,
Oh, go for it then.
so Phil,
Yes.
who from your community did you fail to protect, and why do you still think of them?
It was your. Did we establish any parents for you yet?
No.
Okay. you had a sort of like a foster father situation. It's like,
Interesting.
and he was the one who took care of the rock nest, but all those things were wiped out. They had they kept a flock of rocks near in your home area. I know it's underground though.
They might be.
Well, they could
No,
nest on the top of the mountains or something.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they do. Nest on top of the mountains. But there's a better rock, the better one that you have to take back to. So
I failed to protect my foster father, though.
yeah. So he was killed along with all of those rocks. So that's why the egg is like a token of that moment. And it's like your home was was one spot with the rocks, but the other rock spot is like not close. So you like have to take it to the other one. Something like that's going on.
Perfect.
Big birds.
There's big birds involved.
Big birds. All right, connections.
The question
All right.
is, did you guys breed them to eat them?
Mm.
Because
What if we rode them? No.
what if you
Not doing
smoked
that.
them? Get some smoked poultry going on.
Oh, wait, connection. So I guess those we need to ask. Those are like directed to a specific character, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a
Ah.
connection between the characters.
Yeah. So I guess like I'm gonna ask. Yeah, I guess we can have like 2 connection with. Are we picking? Do I pick like 1 for each of you? Yeah, I'll pick
I
1
don't
for
know.
each of you. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do like 2 of those, I guess.
These are all of ours different. Yeah, they have to be.
Yeah.
Some of these are weird.
Yeah, they're class based, no?
I think they are class based.
So
Connections.
I'm gonna pick. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick 1 of those. I'm gonna pick 1 for each of you.
Mm-hmm.
So to the monkeys,
Yep.
Crispy.
Mm-hmm.
We knew each other long before this party came together. How?
Oh, that's a good question. The quasi-criminal caravan circus thing that I was a part of
It is
came
criminal.
through your area, and I met you during the performance or after a performance, and that's how we knew that. We knew each other
Alright.
from that. So we met.
Are you much older than me?
I'm let's say I am older than you. Yeah.
So maybe I was silvery young when you met me.
Yeah. And I was for whatever reason we connected,
I wanted to impress you with my sword skill.
and I was impressed. I was impressed.
All right.
Dang, I did it.
Oh, but
So
then
instead of robbing you,
Wait.
I was like, yeah, he's got some
I cannot
promise.
ask you one. I cannot ask you one question to each of you because you're gonna have to ask me a question too. So
That's
maybe
right.
like Crispy, then you should ask a question to.
Yeah, so I'll ask you back a question. The first
No,
one
you
on
should
my
ask-
list.
No, because like if that's how we knew each other.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So maybe you should ask a question to Kingmaker, and then Kingmaker can ask me a question to me.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure. All right.
So yeah.
So Kingmaker.
Hmm.
No, not Kingmaker. What's his name? His name is Thulgrim.
Or Thulgrim.
Thulgrim, why do you trust me so deeply? I come from the what is it called? A Slyborn, whatever. Slyborn. I'm a Slyborn monkey, Simian. Why do you trust me?
In my past, my people had dealings with the Slyborns, monkeys. Slyborn monkeys. How much of a slime? And you came through in a great, and your people historically came through
Okay.
in a great defense of an orc invasion of our
Okay.
of our home.
So we came to
ally-
you in
you-
your
you-
time of need.
You were allies.
Okay.
Your people were allies to my people,
Okay.
and you came through. So I have an innate trust for you.
Sweet. Got it.
So let's see. Kaneko.
Yeah.
Kaneko. I'm gonna do this one for you. Let's see. Not that one. What lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe?
Oh, that's interesting. I told you that I came from a very long line of warrior, of swordsmen. Very honorable, like high class, like warrior caste. But it was just my mother was that could fight, and I'm coming from peasant stock.
Okay. Cool.
I guess we're in a round now.
Do you want to go again, Max?
Wow, do we have two connection? That kind of make no sense, no?
Oh, I have different ones. Okay, so
I have
I have
two
one
more,
more
yeah.
for I have one for you, Max.
Okay.
Why do we already have a connection, right? We have a shared how we decided how we knew each other.
Yeah.
Why do we keep this shared past a secret?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, because you know that I'm peasant stock.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And you know I'm ashamed of that.
So I know his true past. His background.
And I believe it's something totally different.
Okay.
All right, that's interesting. I have another one.
Okay, I see how
have
this
another
is
one
supposed to
for-
happen. Okay, so I have one connection. It says ask your fellow players one of the following questions for their character answer or create
Yeah.
your own questions. Okay, cool. So I have one for Thulgrim and I have one for Keneko.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one to call Tolgrim then too.
Yep.
What fear am I helping you overcome?
Fear of taxoplasmosis. That's
I'm gonna say, and this is kind of simple, but I'm a dwarf, and I love the underground. I'm gonna say heights.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna say heights. I'm gonna say I'm uneasy, and you you
Yeah.
can climb, right? So
Yes, I'm Ridgeborn too,
Cool.
so
I'm a
That's
little
cool.
uneasy about that. So yeah, heights. I would say my fear of high places. I'm uncomfortable about.
yeah. I keep telling you to visualize like you had a tail and you keep your balance with it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
somehow this is helping you.
yeah,
Why isn't this working
yeah.
for the dwarf?
I told you. I don't like it.
Deep, intense fear of unintentional tax evasion. I cannot relate to that because it's never unintentional.
Very intentional.
Yep.
I should ask Crispy one more, and then I'll have both of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one's creepy. I'm not going to do that one, but I'm going
Okay.
to. The question is, I'll tell you what it is. What small gift did you give me that you notice I always carry with me? I don't know why. I don't want. We're not going to do that one. We're going to
Egg
do
timer.
the egg timer. Yeah, that could be it.
The gift.
How did I
a
save?
napkin with lipstick on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just creepy.
Oh,
How did I?
it's
How
AIDS.
did?
It's
How did I save your life the first time we met?
Ooh, how did you save my life?
The first time you met? Oh.
The first
And
time we
established-
met.
You established already that you met in some orc invasion, right?
Yeah.
At least his people, and he
Yeah.
might have been a part of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have been a part of that. I had been, we'll say this, I was ambushed in a dark alley. And you noticed me there in this dark alley.
Underground.
Yeah. And it wasn't orcs that had ambushed me, but it was some shady dwarves. And they were just trying to rob me.
Bastards.
Yeah. I was getting mugged.
Oh fuck! The rules are all like resume at the end. Fuck! I should have just read that.
I make sure I put your names next to everybody. Oh, how'd you guys change your names?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you just go
We're-
little 3 dots over your
that's the
small
bottom.
at the bottom.
Uh huh.
So we're like basically ready to go.
Doing good.
There's one more thing we need to do. We need to pick the domain thing.
Oh yeah, how does that work? Phil, how did the domains thing work? We have to pick something.
Yeah, you get. I think you just get one card for each, or do you get 2 cards for each?
You get 2 cards
One of each, right?
from either, not necessarily one of each. You can pick 2 from the same domain, I believe.
Which ones? Arcana or Midnight? Okay.
I think at the end of the book is the cards.
Yes.
Oh, I see him there. Yeah.
Oh, I have them in a
guess so.
separate PDF.
Yeah.
And you get an ancestry thing too, right?
Yes, I think it just describes your ability.
My evasion
Maybe
goes
not.
up by 1. Natural.
So I can pick like one primary and one secondary weapon. Right?
Yes. Yes.
One secondary weapon. Okay. So I'm just gonna be like the katana and wakizashi. So long sword and short sword.
Nice. Can you dual wield? That's the next thing.
Well, not
Is there even a
necessarily.
dual wielding in the game? I love dual wielding.
I think
Oh, you do.
I don't know.
Big
Just
bad
like a
if you're
spare
out there.
weapon.
Phil, do you
Yeah.
know?
You know who I'm talking
I
about, Big
don't
Bad?
know.
What is advantage on this? Is this just you roll
Oh,
an
that's a
ex-
separate dice. Yeah,
you roll an extra dice?
You roll d6.
that's
A
the D6 I
D6.
thought of before, and I got it
Yeah,
wrong. The D6 was advantage.
yeah. Or if you help your friend, you give them a d6. You roll d6 for them.
Gotcha.
It's weird. You can have multiple advantage and disadvantage. Like if you have disadvantage, you're gonna subtract a d6 from your roll.
Okay.
If you have some advantage and some disadvantage, they cancel each other out. You can have more than one advantage, so you could add roll more than one d6. Uh, and like yeah, if somebody help you, like if Kingmakers if help you is gonna roll a d6 and that you're gonna add to your result,
Okay.
and that's kind of like different from advantage. It's not giving you advantage, it's helping you, right? So it's slightly different.
So
Which
how
you,
we
you could
we're
you could you could have disadvantage,
okay.
but have somebody help you, right?
Okay.
Am I being clear or am I being drunk?
I think it's clear. I got it. What I'm still not sure about is these subclasses and the mastery. I'm looking at the cards now,
Mhm.
and I'm just not sure. Like, when do you get this?
Yeah. So,
Because it seems to me like I should have this
well, here
now.
we know we
Card?
get foundation features immediately, but
Yep.
starting with specialization. So when do you get? Let me see if I
When
can
do you
find a
get
page
specialization? Like, when do you get that?
in Dagger. All right.
Probably on tier 2.
Is it tier 2 and then tier 3? Like, I don't understand when you get them.
I don't think there's a tier 4, is there?
There is, but there's no extra cards for it. Like, there's only 3 things: mastery, specialization, and foundation. Right?
What is
Yes.
base score? Oh, base score is like how many your armor can get, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm asking question in the your question. I don't know how you get the leveling up and stuff like that. I don't get it. Tier 1. Okay, Druid. Okay, I get it.
Found it.
If you go in the appendix,
Okay,
Oh.
I'm looking now.
Oh, there it is.
never mind. I don't get it. It's not what I thought it was.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I lied to
yeah,
you.
these are the domains. Grace domain.
So what you're looking for when you're getting your
We want,
mastery?
yeah, because we get
Your
the foundation now, but there's the specialization and the
Yeah.
mastery features. When do we
We don't get
unlock
it
those?
now. By the time we'll get there, I would have read the old book, so I'll be able to tell you. But I cannot answer now. I'm
Trying
sorry.
to-
The problem is like the character pages are so short. Like, at least give us the progression up until, let's see. It's gotta be there somewhere.
Background. Okay. Do you want to pick the domain?
Yeah, we need to pick our domains.
The domain card. And I think Kingmaker and I will share some domain. Probably Blade.
Yeah, we do. It is Blade. I'm Blade, and I am also Valor.
I like the maps they have.
Yeah, they're
Cool.
cool. So as far as Blade, Max.
Arun, so I think this game was marketed as being normie friendly, casual poker board game RPG, and 2+ hour of character creation is corrected. Yeah. Well, it's not 2+ hour of character creation. We also like spend like about an hour talking about the game,
Mm.
our first impression. Then we did the social contract, the settings, stuff like that. So I don't think
Yeah,
it's
we-
fair saying it's 2.5 hour of character creation.
No,
Yeah, we
we're
ch-
just
we-
slow.
We chatted a lot, and
So this here's what it says. It just
Not a
says
lot of
here,
choices to make.
the specialization feature is a more advanced feature or set of features you can gain when you level up.
That's all it says. Yeah.
For some
But I think
subclasses,
when you level up, you kind of choose a few things, right? You choose like whether you oh, I forgot to put my trait. When you level up, you choose like you got choice to make basically when you're gonna level. So probably one of those choices like unlocking your next feature, gaining more trait, or gaining this other thing, right? Just like so, I think that's part of the level up thing.
okay.
What's a fucking trait? Class feature.
All right, so now we're into domains, right? So we have the
Oh, okay, I got it. Heritage is ancestry plus community.
yes.
So that's why they say.
That's why it
heritage.
says ancestry. Okay.
That's dumb.
Gonna fix it. Okay.
All right, let's do my trait.
You only have to say one word now.
Heritage.
What's your heritage? Qatari Ridgeborn.
Okay, Crispy, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, AI freaking Google's telling me this. I
Yeah.
asked it, how do I unlock Unrelenting as a guardian in Daggerheart? Unrelenting is the ability for the specialization features. It says the Unrelenting feature for the guardian class is unlocked at level 3.
Okay.
But where does it say that in the book?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I don't
Is
trust
that the start of
AI
tier 2?
overview.
I think that's the start of tier 2, isn't it? Or no, it isn't. That's still tier 1. Isn't tier
I gotta
2 start at
say
like
also-
level 5?
Tier two is the end of level 3, isn't it? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe
No
it's in
idea.
the tier stuff.
Either way, like you're unlocking it before tier 2, which is strange. Or at least arbitrary. I don't know. Like, why are tiers a thing at all?
Because they needed another subsystem.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my 2 domain cards.
Oh no, wait.
Which blade are you gonna take, Max?
I'll let you choose first. Since I bullied
Unless you
before.
choose wrong,
Honestly.
and then Max will let you know.
I'm going
Which one you
to. If it fits my character, get back up, maybe.
Remember, you don't have to pick one of each. You can pick 2 for the same.
Oh, you can take two of the same. So maybe I won't even do blade.
I'll share you my trait with you, because I don't know. I decided to put agility +2, strength 0, finesse +1, instinct +1, presence -1, knowledge 0. What do you think of that? Might fit the character.
What
Yep.
was your -1?
Presence.
Oh, my
You
negative
got
one.
this very like
You're a cat.
yes.
I guess you're like just a fat weird cat.
What? No,
You're
no,
like
he's
a
like very
fat-
unpleasant.
Yeah.
He's the cat that pushed thing off the shelf.
It's pushing
No,
shit.
he's very disagreeable, right? He's very like focus on this one thing you want to do. You got this goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's obsessed with honor and shit like that. You got those to a point that he become unpleasant.
Oh, they have like a barbarian for the valor. When you choose not to equip armor, you have a base armor
that's
score
good.
of 3+ your strength.
Oh man.
Yeah,
You
it's
think
kind of like the. It's like the barb. Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna wear armor.
Oh, it's for
kinda like-
valor. I don't have valor.
for valor, it's kind of like the barbarian in
Yeah.
5e.
Get back up. Is that what you're paying for? You can pick 2 blade too, eh? I think.
You could do 2 blade. You could do 2. I could do 2 valors. I might do 2 valors. Make an attack.
Yes, I think if I remember correctly, you pick 2 cards from your domain, right? Like,
Mhm.
and you have 2 domain, but you can pick 2 from the same domain.
I'm gonna
I'll go-
take
I need to go
forceful
piss.
push, and I am your shield. That's what I will take.
I'm still hearing you. Oh, you think that those are 2 valor?
2 valors.
Yeah.
Yep. What do
I'll
we
be right
record
back.
them on the sheet?
I don't
guess
know.
gotta
Can't
just
really put
write
it.
'em.
There's not really a place for them on the sheet. I think they kind of.
I'm gonna just cut them out and print them and cut them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing too.
Valor.
Just screen cap them.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Just have them next to your sheet.
I was thinking of doing that actually. Having it all digital and just screenshot them and. Cool.
There's only fucking terms. It's like 6 different ranges or something.
Yes.
So there's
What do we
melee,
do?
very close, close. What's the next one after that? Far,
Moderately close.
moderate,
Kinda
far,
close.
very far.
Not that close. Yeah.
Should be up here.
Then there's we're getting on far territory. Then far.
I should remember that because
Yeah,
Matt Mercer
really
was getting
far.
smaller and smaller in the video.
Yeah.
With his red vest.
Hold on, where is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Frank.
I think it's in here somewhere.
I'm just gonna control F ranges.
I'll
The
try not to
range
default into not caring about any rule whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The range
you're gonna
are-
do this?
Melee,
Try not to, we'll
close,
see.
very close, far, very far, out of range. And to tell you the truth, there's basically no difference between close and very close. I guess in some effect, and so you need to be in
Well, I
very
am your
close
shield
range, right?
is very close.
A lot of
Yeah,
games are doing
but
that now. I
So specific abilities.
think
It's-
Shadow
it's-
Dark did it.
The difference are so meaningless between very close and close, and between far and very far. It's like I like that's for me is a mistake. I think.
And it seems like it's based on a map.
Nicolas say like
It's a miniature
it's
game.
literally sword cat. Yes, Ken Neko is literally sword cat, but that's probably like another real name. It's a name he gave himself.
Oh, that stinks. My spell sucks then.
I'm sleeping right now.
You are?
Reign of-
Am I?
I don't know. That's what Phil says.
Okay.
You need to make joke while we pick our thing. That's your role now.
But I was really hoping that it would go fast.
It's not fast. We put it in
We all-
context. In this same period of time, 2.5 hours, we built a sci-fi module for Easy D6 from nothing. Well,
We could have done 2 ultimate no prep challenges by now.
I know, that's the real challenge of these streams?
How does the recall cost? How the recall again work? How the like? I need to
Recall?
spend like recall cost 1. So if I use this card, then it's used. It's tapped, and to untap it, I spend 1 hope. Is that how it works?
I think so. Playing Magic the
I don't know.
Gathering, folks.
It is very much.
Card
So like
gaming.
if it just turns into like a narrative, it's like okay, time to roll those dice, guys.
Yeah.
Like okay, I rolled a thing, and then I'm like, all right, the only rule I'm using is the fear and hope rule. And just enjoying narrative dice.
Okay. There's 2 things I like there. Yeah.
We'll see.
Gotta figure out my experience.
Yeah.
Do you guys when we're answering the question, will it 4D?
Mm-hmm.
Will it? I'm leaning towards no, without like
I'm winning.
heavy tailoring,
Yeah. I'm thinking no as well.
without throwing like half the game in the trash.
So meaning you can't modify anything to judge it, right?
Or we're not trying to.
Like I'm
We're trying
reading.
to play raw.
We're trying to play the game.
Yeah.
Like I'm reading those this attribute, right? Like tactician, like say when you help an ally, say oh fuck. They can spend a hope to add 1 of your experience. They're like, oh, fuck. night, man.
Yeah.
You know, like that, I should have like those kind of
Vi-
reaction. Like there's all
Yeah.
those things like,
Video
when
gaming.
so when you help an ally, they can use one of your experience. They have to spend one hope, and then something else when you tag team that you can roll a d20.
What does that sound like in character?
Yeah, it's so like,
It's like
how do I express that how do I say that I want to use that fucking thing without like having to explain the whole fucking thing?
just signaling to the game that you're spending hope just seems like totally impossible.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like
Without
oftentimes
having it having like an immediate
Yeah.
effect to your own personal role, you know.
Yeah, oftentimes, like exactly. If you're just like spending hope to use some of your experience,
Yeah.
I guess that's fair enough because you can just like hint that you're using your experience that we didn't choose yet your experience. We experience our experience.
That's true. You guys haven't chosen your experiences
We
yet.
haven't chosen
Not
experience yet, which we have to make up. And I know we also didn't choose like in the list of keyword like who's gonna be flamboyant.
oh
Oh, God.
those
All three of you can be flamboyant if you
the
like.
character descriptions. Choose one or more from each line.
Yeah,
I don't.
but
yeah.
like so that there's those things like
It's too
that's
much.
like fucking unusable, right? So I don't want to
It
fucking
is.
pick that.
Too much
Yeah.
of it is forcing non-role players to think about concept.
Yeah.
Like, throw it away and
Yep.
let's just play. Throw that stuff away. If I was to actually play this game, I'm interested in domains, and I like fear and hope.
Oh wait,
That's because I'm curious to see how we
Yeah.
would do fear and hope.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else I could give a shit about. Like spending hope is shit. Unless you're using it as an experience,
Mm-hmm.
then it's okay.
The only way that I can wrap my head around a meta currency, because I played a lot of Savage Worlds, is you just you have a table convention that I don't ever want to hear you doing. You just do it. Like just throw the poker chip on the table. We all know what you just did. Done. Like I don't have to.
Should get a pop up that says hope.
Yeah, like do we have to do
Or
a
like
little window or
a
something?
stamp
that just
that goes
says,
across the screen that says tag team.
yeah, like
And you put the portraits next to the tag team.
like Max was saying, it's not a big deal if I'm just spending hope for my own stuff. That's easy. It just happens in the background. But there's so many of these things. Like I don't know. I hate retcon stuff. My volatile magic. I spend 3 hope to re-roll any number of damage dice on an attack that deals magic damage. What? So the way I would handle that, volatile magic, yeah. So the way I would handle this in person is I would just tell the player that was playing a sorcerer, if you're going to use that, just re-roll the damage and mark off that you've spent your hope. Like I don't want to hear, oh, actually, I'm going to re-roll those dice because I'm going to spend 3 hope and then I'm going to be able to. I just hate that kind of meta talk.
Easier things to do. It's the coordination that seems like really hard because
it's really hard.
Like you said, all you have to do is reroll it. But you could even say the magic is wild, and like you could just say something stupid like that.
Yeah,
just
I suppose.
a throwaway comment and reroll.
Yeah,
without being prompted by the GM.
But the tactician stuff is going to be really hard. Like how do you spend hope to team up, tag team with the other?
Tag team, yeah. I don't know. It's all in these domain abilities seem to have a lot of finicky, gamey things.
I'll tell you mine.
Basically the one that Max said.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one.
Oh, maybe I'll just pick a different.
Is it a bone one?
No, I picked 2 blades.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked 2 Valor.
You picked not good enough for sure. Right.
Not good
Yes.
enough.
Me, yes, I did pick not good enough.
That's it. That's a max ability for sure.
Well, it fit with the character, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. I was saying this is like a mechanic you like.
Yes.
So I'm thinking of I have one that I just thought of here.
Well, what was the other one you picked, Max?
Whirlwind. Will the wind.
I was like, this whirlwind, nice.
It's like
Yep.
your dwarf.
Yeah.
Yes,
easy
yes.
D6,
Like
yeah.
like Korvac, yeah. Yeah, if I succeed on an attack within very close range, I can spend a hope to hit everybody else in close range, in very close range. But because like I'm doing this guy like he's obsessed with his sword, right? I didn't want to take anything defensive, right? Something like was like, no, the guy is a slayer, right? He want to fucking hit people with his sword. He want to be the best at it, right? So that's why like not good enough was fitting, and the will win as well, right? It's just like he's gonna draw his sword and go like slice it like a motherfucker.
Is that a Shadversity move?
Yeah, he slice and dice, and he goes around, and he hit the
Very close range.
yeah.
There
This
it
manga I'm
is.
reading like the
All of a sudden you
Shinguri,
care
right?
about it.
The Shinguri, right? Like, well, my katana is melee range anyway, so like, I need to be in melee range for it to work. I guess like oh no, I guess I can probably move because that you know what I'm saying, like melee range is when you're touching somebody and that's the range for your attack. But if you're in close range, you can move to melee range to anybody and attack them. So basically, there's no difference. It's just like one, you don't have to move to hit them. The other one, you can move and hit them. So
yeah, it's more like an AOE.
yeah. So I guess this one would be like just like this manga I'm reading about. It's all about like I was telling you about this sword school, right? This sword dojo, and they have like those weird technique and secret technique and stuff like that. And you see that like they hold the tip of the blade and then they grab the hilt in a weird way to make it go very fast. Like like put some resistance and slice people in the face with it. It's weird. It's very violent.
I know.
Yeah. So when you're done with Berserk, I would recommend this one. Are you done with? Where are you in Berserk now?
I finished book 6.
Oh, that's good.
I still haven't started.
I don't have any more books, so
Yeah.
there's probably a cheaper way to read it.
Yeah. You can read it online. It's all online. On readberserk.com. And that's not even a joke. That's what it is. I didn't even buy like the Dark Horse the soft cover, not the deluxe one. Volume 42 came out. I didn't even fucking buy it.
Just read it online.
Well, if you have already
You're just sick
volume
of it. You're done
1
with
through
it.
41, how can you say no to volume 42?
I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not a fan of what the guy because the author of Berserk and Taro Miura died.
Oh, so it's not written by him?
No, it's written by another guy. Now it's another guy finishing it, and I don't really like where you're going with it. I'm probably like when they're gonna do like the next deluxe version. I still read it online. When are they gonna do like I have Berserk. I have twice. I have all the like the softcover one and all the deluxe one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. But
When did
now
they start
like
writing Berserk?
What?
How old is Berserk now? When did they start writing
It's
it?
like 80s.
Oh,
like
80,
early
80,
80s.
83, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not a big fan of what the new guy is doing.
So just because I know Kingmaker. It's late for you. And,
That's okay. No
But I
worries.
was just questioning. So, do we
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do the experience statements together, or are we just gonna just do that on our own, or what do you want to do?
So the
Is that the
interesting
last
thing,
thing?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about the experience is, I guess we kind of have to agree the effects, right?
Well, Phil needs
It's
to
just
agree.
+2.
Yeah, but +2 to what, right? It's an
Is it +2? I
action,
thought it was +1.
it's +2 each. You get two
+2.
+2s.
Yeah.
But for instance, I wrote something down. Hold the line.
Cool.
What would the +2 apply to holding the line? Is really what we have to figure out.
The
What about,
when you think it applies.
Could be anything, yeah. But maybe also it could be like an activation of sorts. Like, is it gonna buff my armor? Is it gonna buff what?
It's an act. What do they call action checks or something? Action
Oh.
rolls.
I think it's action
I
roll.
think it would only really do. Do you get to use experiences on anything other than action rolls?
I don't think so. Well, yeah, I know you consume a hope, do your thing, and
Yes.
it's an action roll only. Yeah, it's only an action roll.
Okay. As long as it's an action roll, I guess you can do it. As far as rules as written is concerned,
Yeah.
You have to.
does
you
it
have
say
to
anything in
spend-
there about like accept attacks or anything like that?
Let me see.
Just right. My experience is attacking. Like, okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm struggling with. Like, I'm going to be sneaky.
Yeah.
So why don't I just say, well, he's sneaky?
that's
Yeah.
literally what Matt Mercer did in an example.
Yeah.
So then I can just do that.
You just put
He's
sneaky like
sneaky.
in the night.
sneaky like a sneaky monkey.
Yeah.
But like,
sneaky monkey.
unlike 5e terminology, that would be, you get +2 to your stealth check.
Exactly.
okay,
And that's what it
page-
is, right?
In page 20, you have like a experience
can apply
example,
to
right? And they say
spells.
like stuff like assassin is one, bodyguard, right? Then affable,
Okay.
battle order, stubborn to a fault,
Okay.
catch me if you can, fake it till you make it. I'm probably just gonna pick some tech. To be honest, I can pick 2, and they give +2 each.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm probably gonna just pick some fucking shit from the list. To be honest.
There you go.
Maybe I'll just give it some thought before we play.
Just right. Attacking with my weapon. Also
Yeah.
attacking with my weapon. Get +4. Easy peasy.
Consume 2 hope to get 4.
It's taking away the swing.
Okay, I got 2.
Which one?
I did acrobat
Okay.
because of the background. I said we were in the carnival.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 'cause there are no,
they
like,
gave him the example like
skills.
circus performer.
Mhm.
No, there's no skills.
So it's
That-
really, you are really just picking like stealthy or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And then the
Like,
other one I
that's
picked was
appropriate.
burglar.
Awesome.
So I was like a pickpocket because one of my domain cards is pick and pull. I have advantage on stealing things or lock picking or that kind of stuff.
I feel like, I don't know how you'd roleplay it if it would break 4D, but one of mine to be something that inspires and buffs the group kind of deal. But how do you do that
Yeah.
without making it a video gaming thing? Like
It is
you
a
guys,
video game.
But
it is. It's
you could
super
be like,
video game. Yeah.
Rallies the troops
Like
I
a
don't know.
rally. Yeah.
Inspires confidence. Like
I don't see
but
how it
do you
would work system wise if that's what you're
It-
asking.
It'd be tough. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, system wise, it just wouldn't.
I don't think that experiences are meant to do that.
Mm.
You're supposed to buff your action rolls.
Mm.
So maybe if you were to do that, it would like apply to trying to lead people whenever you'd make like a leadership check, which never happens. Ever.
Well, bodyguard is a thing. I'm gonna write that down and figure out how that applies.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
And you have to spend fucking hope to activate those. So, what if I make an experience obsessed with honor? Is that good?
Yeah. But where would you
Do
use
whatever you
that?
want. You can do whatever you want.
No, when it's a matter
Experiences
of
apply
honor.
to action rolls. So
Yeah.
Or
So
if
if
you
free
think it
action.
applies, you can do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
crazy-
even an attack roll as well. But like if like if it's a matter of honor, if somehow like I'm doing something against somebody because I feel like it's slighted my honor, I can like, call on my fucking experience bullshit
Yeah.
and then apply it. Spend the hope and apply it.
It's like it shifts you into a new gear.
Yeah.
The wind blows in your hair and you turn into an anime.
Exactly.
Keep questioning my honor.
Yeah.
What honor? That's like
There's a zoom on my eye.
yeah. There you go. If anything, you're probably picking a shit one for excavating a mine. So
It's gonna be a scary mine.
it's not going to be a lot of people challenging your honor potentially. Maybe there will be. Who knows?
I'm excited to venture in the snow. It's been a while since I did a session in the snow. I was in Rime of the Frost Maiden for a
You
while.
should pick an experience that's really good in the snow.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
go whenever you're in the snow.
Best
That's
snowman maker. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yes.
eat yellow snow.
Mine specialist.
Yeah.
So think about
A
you already
mine
have that
specialist.
actually. You're already a mine
I am
specialist.
I'm an underground specialist.
Yeah.
I am.
Phrases. Catch me if you can.
Cash me outside.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I got mine.
Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Let's all analyze Max's emblem here. Do you think
Yeah.
that you can spell Max? Is that the point of it? You think? Like, there's the M for sure.
It's very satanic.
It's borderline satanic.
I don't
And then
know.
it's
just from a distance, like if I looked at it quickly, I'd be like, "Oh, that's like
yeah,
a
be like,
star."
oh, that guy loves the devil.
Yeah.
And then, but there's probably an A. I mean, it's star-ish, so there must be an A. And
Sure
then
there's a
the
history to
X
it.
at the bottom under the M.
Knowing Max, even as little as I do, I'm sure there's a
There's a very good reason for
there's
it.
a whole reason behind it.
Gotta be.
Okay.
You just have to
Probably
you
that
see the-
devil
you-
love.
you start with the M.
Yeah.
So you see the M,
Yeah.
then turn 90 degree,
Yeah.
and you're gonna
90.
see the A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you turn 90 degree again, you're gonna see the X, right?
What a process.
Well, you got a neck, use it.
I was having trouble with the A. Can you show me the A?
I cannot point on that,
That's a good point.
but
Can you put it on the top right?
I
Like
can
where
see it.
the fourth dimension thing is? Do you have like a logo?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I can still not point on that.
You still
But
can't
you see like so you just start with the M, right? And you see like the two top point of the M,
yeah.
then go to the next point, right?
Okay.
And that will be the top point of the A.
Okay. Yeah. So the one that the leg of the M is the middle of the A.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
There you go.
And then the X is under the M.
Yes.
Got it.
I see it now.
It's very devilish. But that's how I sign my name when
But if
when I
you
sign
turned
by
it
a
again,
deal.
you'd have another A. So is there a Maxa? Is there a reason
No,
for
it's
that second A, bro?
It's because you can go on both sides. It's symmetrical.
Oh, okay, yeah. Smart.
Okay. We ready to
I'm
do
not
this?
biased against the lefties. Oh, well, I need one more experience. I had obsessed with honor, and what would be a good one? I don't want to like battle orders. I
Sword
don't think
Master.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Like a sword master.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that would be, but that's I don't know. It feel like too easy, right? I can use that anything I'm
But
using
it's
my
kind
fucking
of
sword.
like your identity. So
It kind of
Two
is.
two sword
you should take advantage of it because it's like
All right. All right, then I'll put that.
literally your life.
Yes.
Max, you got some sun. You got,
Yes, I'm almost asking us for my fucking shirt, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got some sun.
He's getting his
Yeah.
foundation in.
Maybe yes, I'm gonna put like instead of sword master, I'm gonna put like the sword is my life.
Maybe. How about trained by my mom?
No.
Max is never gonna.
How
forgive me
about
for that one.
mother knows best? It's a good
Hate
experience.
my
Mommy's
mother.
boy.
Mama's boy.
Aw. It's mama's boy.
Should we make this the shirtless game? Just quit throwing that out there.
The shirt?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's when we're gonna play man.
Yeah, we
See,
gotta
he's
do.
got his-
I
he's
was
got his
thinking, should it be
character.
like a? It's gonna be like a Roman game, right?
Men game?
Or like a
togas?
Spartan.
Yeah, Spartan. That sounds good.
That's
How
Greek.
about your? What, do we have your experiences? Thulgrim Ironbreaker.
Mhm. Well, hold the line I have here. I'm just trying to figure out what its effect is, like when I would even use it.
Well, when you have to hold the line.
Yeah.
I have to hold the line, yeah. So
someone's
but I'm gonna
trying to
get. But what
get
am I
through.
getting? +2 is the question.
I need to go get
Maybe-
some drink at the concession. Can you stay in line for me?
Yeah, hold that line. Yeah, hold
You hold
Q.
my
Can you keep my place in line? I'm gonna go get some
Hey,
drink.
I'm
You're
still
talking
in
to the
queue.
right guy.
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
this is my parking stall. Can you hold it?
Yeah.
I'm looking on like line here at people's ideas. One guy put. I was thinking of yours, Crispy.
Thank you for calling
Pyromaniac.
customer support. Please hold the line.
I got
Amazing.
snacks. I got supplies. I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I changed mine up just to try to make them a more flavorful. I said instead of burglar, I just say I enjoy taking things that aren't mine. And yet, and then the other
Like a
one instead of
shittier version.
acrobat, I was like, I'm a trained tumbler.
Guys, don't nerf yourselves. Get like wide.
You want to do wide things instead? I can
Take
change it back.
advantage. It's you have to spend a fucking hope to do it.
Burglar,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to Swordmaster.
burglar.
From
Acrobat.
Mama's
Mama's boy.
boy. Swordmaster's implied in Mama's boy.
Obviously. Oh, I can say your mama better.
But you're also really good at like helping people move and doing the dishes. You get +2 to take the garbage out.
Craft construction
Yeah.
paper and card.
Reorganizing the furniture in the living room. You're like really good at that.
So broad is better, is what we're saying for these
I
experiences.
take it because there's no skills.
Right, there are
You're
no
And you have-
basically
and you have-
naming a skill package is what I would how I
Yeah.
would treat it.
And you have to spend an experience like a nope. I hope.
You
Yeah,
have to
you have
spend
to
a hope
spend
to access your
resources.
skills. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your
Okay.
skills.
I would
So-
make it way more helpful than like easy D6 aspects.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point. So Mike, you want to have something that's like,
Adds to my damage threshold or something,
yeah, something
right?
broad, like
Wait.
I'm strong, or like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
strong as an
Guardian.
ox. Guardian.
Wait,
Just
the
the
hard-
name of your class.
That's just the class.
Heart
But,
of-
but if you said
doing-
if you did
whatever
say
I'm
something like
doing
that, like
Guardian,
if you
so.
said like the strength, like impressive strength,
Yeah.
well, that would apply to any strength type checks if you
That's
want.
a good point.
Bulging muscles.
Yeah.
Immovable.
Ooh.
I'm an immovable object.
Well, you also, if you want to do that though, you kind of put your strength too, right? What
Yeah.
kind of what do you put your trait? Your
Yeah.
+2.
Oh, right.
Immovable would be
Oh no, like in your when
No,
you're
no, your
in your
+2 in
traits.
the traits.
Do you have the +2 in strength?
I have +2 in strength. Yeah,
So that would fit, right?
yeah.
Make it a +4 forever.
So, yeah, exactly. I think you know, well, no, I'm being very movable. I get a +4.
Immovable. I like it.
Immovable, like also can be used if somebody tried to push you, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Can it like but can it be used if you try to lift something?
It's like, sir, can you move ahead? The line's moving
And you're
ahead.
like, no.
I'm not a hold the line guy. I'm a
Yeah.
immovable guy.
Yeah, you probably like yeah. Maybe those step on each other too much.
I like the strength one though, because it's kind of a
Yeah.
dwarf thing.
Yeah.
And then for
Beast
the
of
other one,
burden.
I feel like just naming an attribute is a little bit ridiculous, but
Well,
Oh,
you
maybe
give a
it
name
is.
that yeah.
my instinct is 0. I wonder if I put something that does an instinct for like navigation purposes. Follow your
don't get-
nose.
I don't get lost.
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
where I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Sense of direction.
Yeah.
Internal compass.
Control, hide, tinker. Lift, smash, grapple, sprint, leap, maneuver.
I don't know how I
Oh.
feel about this because I
Look at that
kind
in
of
the-
like
in
skills.
In the fucking oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I'm not a big fan of that those experience thing, especially like since you have to activate them with an op. In the thumbnail, like we do have the one cat guy and one dwarf. Just Crispy that didn't like do the.
I know I fell
guess-
off the wagon. I'll have
Well,
to
I guess
ask
you are
Big Ben.
sorcerer, so you have the right class, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
But he's a monkey.
I'm a monkey.
but you're a
sorcerer.
monkey.
Maybe he's a half monkey.
Oh, look at that! Flame zombies, same I. Hello.
Flame.
Just got home, getting off my feet finally, enjoying a cocktail.
I
Good
should have
long
had
day
some
for you.
cocktails tonight. I have my
Someone-
Guinness. I didn't even get them.
You know, like that in Oklahoma where he lives, he works as a barmaid, but he's not allowed to drink on the job. What a fucking stupid law, right?
I agree.
Yeah. What do you think of that, Crispy?
But what? I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink at all.
Yeah, but you don't work as a barman.
No, I don't.
But like a barman is expected to drink on the job, no?
Sounds like
I
a
have no
slippery
idea.
slope for a bar.
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
You know when I used to work at Ubisoft, right? We would go on lunch break, and it was just like I'm in Quebec, right? So it's just normal, like to order a pint of beer when you're on lunch break at work.
Mhm.
Nobody bats an eye, right? Just like everybody does it.
It's pretty normal here too.
I mean, I'm in sales. I go to meetings, lunch meetings, and sometimes we have a beer. But
Yeah. So I don't know why there were all the fuss about like drinking at work. It's pretty normal. When I was working construction, we were allowed 3 beer at lunchtime. We're not allowed to go over that. One guy would do it. He would fucking drink like 6 beer at lunchtime. Say, fuck's sake, man.
I feel like presence would be a good second one for a
We weren't
dwarf.
allowed to taste drink until January of this year. Yeah.
Presence,
Maybe
you
me in
said?
person, I will
Yeah.
remember myself.
Like has presence of mind or something like that? Like what? That's
Um,
or more
No,
like he
presence
has
that
a
attribute.
presence.
meaning because
Presence is a
presence has the
This is a
trade
+1.
charm,
charisma.
perform, deceive. Maybe it's
Oh, okay.
maybe it's like my presence is like intimidating.
What's your trait, Crispy?
Maybe that
Instinct.
dwarven
Instinct and
intimidation.
finesse are both bonuses. Presence is a bonus. My penalty is on strength, and my knowledge and agility are both at 0.
What if I call it like
What's
dwarven
what's your third
tenacity?
bonus?
Sorry.
So like agility 0, strength -1, finesse, excuse me, +1, instinct +2, presence +1, knowledge 0.
Is instinct your casting spell? Yeah.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, I use instinct for my active weapon, which is a dual staff, which does
really?
magic damage.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's kind of
Super
cool that the
interesting.
weapon use different trade though.
it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
My katana is an agility weapon, and because I'm a cat, I can reroll like the feline instinct, right? I can reroll the hope dice on an agility roll if I spend 2 hope. That seemed like so underpowered, right?
You can reroll the hope dice on an agility check
Yeah.
if you spend 2 hope.
Yes. It seemed like there's like it'd be okay if I would spend like if it was to spend 1 hope to do it, or if I can reroll the whole fucking roll.
It's not
But
bad
spending
because you're
2
gonna get a
hope,
hope. You're potentially getting a hope off the roll, especially if you're rerolling the hope.
yeah, I guess so.
Like if you rolled like a 1-2 with a fear die, be like, oh shit. Like that's a pretty good time to spend.
Maybe that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're trying to avoid. That you
Otherwise,
just
it's
give
like
me like a
I can just
free.
reroll hope all the time. I'll get my hope
Yeah.
right back.
Yeah, you're right. I guess.
So, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
are you leaning more towards like a personality type thing with this experience, or
I was thinking on an intimidation stance.
intimidation?
Yeah, and I was just thinking of ideas here for a name.
Fearsome.
Dwarven tenacity. I have. I don't
Yeah.
That's
Call it
Or-
fearsome.
Yeah,
fearsome would be better because maybe you could role play just instead of saying.
yeah.
like,
Fearsome. I like fearsome because that has more of a social thing.
Yep, I think I figured it out. That's
Dwarven temperament.
the temperament.
What are your experience, Crispy?
Mine's pretty broad: burglar and
Yeah.
acrobat.
Oh, that's good. Your Sheen are never safe around him. I don't think that's how you spell Shin though. Shin.
It's another Japanese.
No, it's tibia. The lower part of the leg.
Oh, your shins.
Your
Shins.
shin. Yeah.
Eye.
Yeah, that's an eye.
That'll be an I, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not to E. I guess I assume that's what
It's interesting
Nicholas.
how you understood what he meant.
Oh, because I speak
also
Portuguese too.
your English is also a hodgepodge of nonsense,
Yes.
like Nicholas.
We go by sound. That's,
Yeah.
I'm not burdened by fucking spelling. We go by sound, but I pronounce everything wrong. So there's that.
Ferocious.
Okay, so the next big question is, Phil, when are we running this?
I guess Thursday.
Thursday
There
or
you go. Back to
Monday?
Sprug English. I've got monk English.
Well, I don't know if Rick's gonna run a game or not.
Oh, we can't do Monday because I don't think Mike's available Monday.
I'm available Mondays now.
Oh, okay.
That's when I dropped out of that old campaign.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
You ditched your friends.
I ditched them.
Mike
There's
has joined
only-
the elite crowd.
There's only so much 2D I can take. I tried to convert them.
So we're doing Monday.
So we could. Do you want to bang this out Monday, Phil?
No,
No.
I want to
You
do
would-
it Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
Thursday work for me.
All
Or
right.
I can do Thursday.
I just
it's
like
my-
the
What
about
idea of
Rick?
this being a week later.
Just check my work calendar here. 2 seconds. I should be fine though. Yeah, I'm good.
The chef has been separated. Yeah.
I can do Thursday. I think.
Oh, okay. So it does matter.
Well, the only thing is that the next day I'm driving down for this wedding.
All right,
It's
let's
like
just do Monday
16
then.
hours.
You're driving there?
Yeah. Well, I've got to bring a bunch of stuff in the car. I can't.
I don't have a real reason, so let's just do Monday.
I don't know that we're impeding too much on Rick's game. I'm not sure that that's actually started yet.
You only has one player signed up for
what
it.
is Rig? What is that Rig's game you're talking about?
He's trying to run Traveler.
He's trying to run Traveler again. Same universe that we played in.
It's,
You and I.
with whom? It's wedding season. Like, yeah, you're getting wed. Is it this Saturday or was it last Saturday? Are
Yeah,
you
that was
wed now,
last.
Plain
That was
Zombie?
a week ago, I guess.
Yeah, it
What
was
was it?
last Saturday. Eh? Congratulations, man.
Yep, Tyler is a married man.
Yeah, I'm disappointed you didn't invite me, but I would have gone anyway. I don't travel.
Yeah,
I don't-
Tyler, what's the deal with that, man?
Did you
No,
have a
no
wedding
invitations.
with people?
Yeah, last Saturday I'm married man now, right?
Hi, man. Excuse
But
me,
you don't want me
go
to be wedding. It's
Oklahoma.
weird.
There you go.
Just
Did
gonna
you invite a bunch of guests, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you could have invited me. I live pretty close to
Yeah.
you,
Tell us about your wedding.
Phil's just,
and I like to eat.
I like food. Someone
You
else
can
is
come to the
paying.
French reception this Saturday if you want. There you go. You got your invite
okay.
there.
There you
I
go.
only go to the family ones.
Just close family. Yeah. Like I didn't go to like I don't have a lot of friends that got married, right? Just because I'm in a weird kind of like I'm in Quebec first, people don't get married. And I'm
No.
especially with people I'm hanging out around. I have one friend that got married, but he did it with just his parents and his wife's mother, and that was it, right? So I wasn't invited. He's like a fucking friend for like 25 years, right? More than that, one of
Ouch.
my oldest friend, right? Just like, and but he didn't get anybody outside from like very very close family.
Yeah. My daughter's having her birthday on Saturday. Otherwise, Tyler,
Oh, she's not getting married yet.
I would have dropped everything in a day's notice to go to your wedding. No
Phil,
problem.
Phil got calico.
I do.
I have a calico as well.
Yeah,
It's gotten significantly fatter since last
They
time.
get
it was so
they get
much
very
of it.
fat. They're very soft too.
I think that we are just irresponsibly feeding her. Just leave the food out, and then she
Paying
just eats it
attention.
all.
dry food.
Yeah, I think we have wet and dry food.
Yeah, and that's what I do, wet and dry.
Yeah.
But they barely eat the dry.
We just like
So
eat
they-
around the dry,
I just do the dry.
or you don't
because
mix it. You just like some.
No, they have 2 bowls
That's what we do.
each.
I'm bad. I hate the smell of the wet food, so I do the dry food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every so often we give them the wet.
Max
They don't
loves
really
the
eat it.
smell of wet cat food. Wants
Oh,
to eat
gross. So nasty.
I don't eat fish, so and all of it is fish based. So
it. Yeah, I went into like a fish kick. Like I've been eating a lot of tuna.
really,
I also got a lot of canned mackerel.
Mm.
It's interesting.
I don't mind. We've been doing
It's
that
good on
too.
rice.
What I do when it comes to tuna, I just grab some whatever it is, avocado oil, whatever,
Yes.
mayo.
Mhm.
I just put that into a can of tuna and I cut up like a pickle or
Easy.
something like that and put it in, and it's like a super high protein meal. And it's cheap.
I got this new tuna called Safe Catch. It's
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be like super tested for mercury and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
40 grams of protein in a can.
Yeah. So I just eat the whole can. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I do. I actually mix it up with avocado and I make it like a guac,
Yeah.
and then I put it on a meat taco.
I don't
It's
mind
like a- there's only
sardines too.
fish.
Like
the jokes
You doing keto?
No, I'm doing a real diet now
oh, you are.
where you count calories and eat a lot of protein.
Did a lot of keto in my life.
I
so
tried all
far.
the fake diets where you get to eat as much as you want.
Mm.
None of them worked for me
I'm still on low carb. It's been like 6 months.
Yeah, I do too. I just feel better
because
when I'm
I
not
ate too
eating
much.
carbs.
Yeah.
And I just like meat. So
I'm just
eat
trying
meat.
to out exercise the bad diet,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Smart.
There you go.
but
It is.
I don't have a job, so I can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
I have a job either, but I got a
Yeah,
lot-
you do. I thought you got hired back at the place you were at before.
Well, I don't have
Yeah,
a job till
all
the
this
end of
good in the-
July,
Oh, okay.
but I have a stupid puppy now and an awesome 5-year-old. So
Yeah,
I
You
make
need to go
sure I
run with the
just
puppy.
make a distinction.
run with the dog.
Yeah.
Young kids have made it hard to keep to the diet, but No.
They do.
Yeah, I want to like I had to wait like I had an appointment to the garage with my car, right? Yes, today actually, and they had to fix something on the sunroof, so I had to wait until like I put the bar on my rack to that I can use to bring my kayak to the river.
To bring your kayak in, yeah.
Yeah, but it was so beautiful. I wanted to go fucking on kayak.
Yeah.
But now because I got the car too late, I missed the tide. And now it's gonna rain in the next few days. I'm gonna try to squeeze
So you have
one
like a
tomorrow.
3-day window of kayaking where you live.
Yeah.
You're like,
No, I go.
that's too fucking cold again.
You
I went like 60 times last summer.
Okay.
where you just do kayaks local?
Yeah.
Did you ever
Like,
go to
there's-
Algonquin? I know it's in Ontario, but
No, I don't travel much. Like I got this river around that it's
Yeah.
just like it takes me like 10 minutes from like getting off my couch and being on the river,
that's
right?
nice. That's nice.
And I like to go upriver. So it's a good challenge. And then when I'm tired, I can just go down and go back to my car, basically, right? So because I go alone, that's good too. That's convenient.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But now, like, I'm gonna try to squeeze one tomorrow, just so I can say that I went before June. Try to go 90 times this year.
Oh wow, good for you.
You try to go 90 times, you said?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
That's-
times.
That's lots.
Can you do more than one time in a day?
I try not even to do like every day. I try to do every other day, because otherwise, like I get pain in my elbow and shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm old. I need some rest.
It's
day
happened to
sometime.
all of us. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway,
Hey, I got a question for you since we're talking about nothing now. Is there like a pull exercise that isn't pull-ups that you can do without stuff?
What kind
You
of
don't like
pull do you
pull-ups?
looking for?
Well, I don't have a pull-up bar,
oh,
and I don't want to attach it to my door frame. So
Mm.
is it
You want to do
flexible?
a pulling
Uh,
exercise
Because I'm huge.
that targets like chest and
Yeah. What are you trying to
And
go
lats.
for? Back.
I just need
Lats.
a pull. Like a
Just get yourself a. Oh, do you have
Dumbbell.
anything? Like, do you have a dumbbell or something?
no.
No. Okay. You can get. You have what we call them 4 liters, but it's probably a gallon, like a big gallon
Okay,
of.
so something to curl.
bent over
basically.
rows with something heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say you could
Oh,
do
rows.
lat pullovers. You don't even need a bench for that. You can just go on the ground and you just hold the weight above your head and you go back and then pull
Those
forward.
are powerful.
So you do those if you're
Yeah.
if you're trying to do something on your lats, like if you're trying to do back. But honestly, I know I can understand the reluctance to put a pull-up bar in, but pull-ups are fantastic.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they're rough.
it's hard. It's rough.
Here, they're rough. Chin up. Start with chin up.
But if you're starting off, yeah, chin ups are a little easier because your palms are facing you, so you're activating
Yeah.
your biceps. But the
That's how I do my bicep.
It's really just I don't want to attach to a door frame because it starts like kind of tearing your
yeah,
door frame up.
I hear you.
But I guess I could just get like a standing one.
The other thing you
porch.
can do if you really don't want to do that, I've done this. It sucks, but it works. If you have a place where you can just put a bar across and then you just go
Yep.
underneath the bar, like put a bar over 2 chairs or something like that.
Yeah. What are
And
those
go
called?
underneath and you
where-
can pull yourself up onto the bar.
Yep.
From a lying position, yeah.
Yeah, from lying
Yeah.
down,
Mm.
and that works.
It's like
sucks.
the cheater pull up. What's the
Well, they're like it's a way also to build, like, because like you have to build up to a pull-up. Pull-ups
You
are
do.
hard to do. Like pull-ups are like you don't just go. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
doing some pull-ups,
No.
right? Like,
let me
Good
bust
luck.
out 5 pull-ups.
especially if you're heavier, right?
Yeah, a lot of people can't do one pull up. So
Yep.
what you
Yeah.
can do is
Wow,
when you're
what's that
starting out,
like?
is you
I get,
just
like,
go get yourself a
pull-ups.
band
I
or
can
something
do like
to
4
support
pull-ups,
you.
right? I'm a big guy,
Yeah,
and I have a
can't
strong
do a pull-up.
strong back. I can do like 4, and I'm done, right? Just say in pull-ups.
but
I can
yeah,
like
yeah.
chin-ups. I can do like 12.
Chin ups are easier for sure.
But
I find chin ups though it puts a lot of stress on your forearm,
Yeah.
whereas a
Yeah.
pull up is more of a natural. it feels more natural than
Some
this.
is
Not
harder,
14,
like
no.
significantly harder.
And you can just go wide, pull up.
But you can also do like if you have a broomstick, a bar, or anything, right?
Yeah.
You put it across a door frame,
Mhm.
like a bit low, not too high. You put your heel in front of the door frame, and you can just like lean back and pull yourself back toward the
Yep.
bar,
Yeah.
right?
There's a name for that, but I forget what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the name as well.
But I know the exists.
Yeah,
I saw someone doing
those-
it with like chairs, like they attached a bar to like 2 chairs, and then
Mhm.
you're the chairs.
Yeah, if you're lying down, yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that.
That's what I was trying to describe. You
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
You just need a bar, and then you can
Yeah.
do that. Bands are really good to start off because
Yeah.
you can just make yourself up. You know, it's just a little bit of a help, but it's enough that you can get a few reps.
Yeah.
It's good. And then eventually you start putting vests on and you do it with extra weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the weight belt.
Mm-hmm.
I do that, yeah.
I did a
But,
little bit with that. I was trying to weighted pull-ups for a bit.
It's tough.
Don't you want it to be like 4 or 5 reps max?
Depends
Like,
what you're
is
going
that what
for.
your
But
rep range is? Is that what you'd say?
Yeah,
Depends
like
what you want.
the reps range, like you wanted to go by cycle. So you're gonna go like oftentimes you're gonna go with your weight and you're gonna do a low rep range.
Yeah.
And then you make like slight progress. And once you plateau on that, you drop the weight down and you go long rep range. So one like is gonna build more muscle fiber, and the other one is gonna make the muscle fiber stronger.
Yeah.
So you make your muscle fiber as strong as they can, and once you plateau, you build more muscle fiber, and then you make those muscle fibers stronger, right? So like you go high weight, low volume until you plateau, then you switch to lower weight, high volume until you plateau, and then you switch back. That's basically the efficient way to do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Max would know. Max would know.
I plateaued hard, and then
In-
I just couldn't get past it.
It's hard when you got kids at home, especially younger
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stick to cardio lately.
Oh, that's the one thing I just can't.
Yeah,
Endurance.
can't do it.
I like endurance, so I go out. I just
See what I do. The only cardio I can manage, because I just hate it, is I'll strap a 30-pound weight on, like or a vest, and
Yeah.
I'll go for a walk, and I'll just walk.
Already?
well, that's
I'll
what I
walk
like.
hills, and I'll
Yeah.
walk, and I walk
walk
every
around.
day, and I never miss.
I
And
used to like to
yeah,
walk, to run.
I'll do that. I can't
my-
run anymore. I ran track in high school. I
Yep.
did a lot, wrecked my knees, not my knees,
Like-
my shins.
No, like my Achilles tendon is like I run today because I had to get to the garage before it closed, right? So I ran there. But also like now my dog is too old,
yeah,
so he doesn't want to run anymore with me.
yeah.
Mm.
I can run. It's not that I can't. It's just I just hate cardio. It's like I'm not doing cardio.
I
Forget
like
it.
rowing.
I'll go walk.
In the winter I tend to row a lot. But now like I kind of got sick of it. I just need to go back on the river for real, right? But yeah.
That was like
I
me
like
with the cycling. I used to love mountain biking, and I would try and I got the Peloton,
Mhm.
and I hated
Oh, really?
it. I hated
Oh, really?
it. It was-
Yeah.
it's so boring.
Yeah, isn't that just like the exercise bike with the video
Yeah.
screen on it?
Yeah, they get you for the monthly subscription to do
Mhm.
classes, and yeah, they're good for a little bit, and then it's like I don't
It's
wanna
really
listen.
overpriced.
Really overpriced. Yeah,
Kegos are like 150 pounds, right? So like probably a bit more than you. A bit
Yeah,
less
he's
than
only
you.
at 165.
Yeah. But yeah, those kegs are heavy. Like I used to when I was used to work in bar. Like I was always the one doing the changing the keg, even though it wasn't like part of my job. But just saying, well, I guess I can do it. It's not a big deal for me. That's why I love combat sport. Padded room helps a lot. Combat sport are fun. I like to hit the bag.
Yeah, I guess that was the only cardio I enjoyed was boxing.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But I want to do boxing.
You should have some.
Maybe it's too late to be a boxer,
No, you can join. There's all
Okay,
sorts.
good.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
There's
I
you
was-
can join.
thanks for
I was-
reinforcing that, Crispy.
I was
You
doing
100%
American combat karate. That was fun.
Mhm.
What is that? I haven't even heard of that.
It's a form of karate.
combat?
Yeah, it's like a form of karate that's like up and coming in the States, and it derived from Vietnam
Oh, no
really?
kidding.
War. Yeah, apparently, like these guys started it. They learned karate in Vietnam. They learned martial arts in Vietnam, and they made it their own. So I was doing that for a bit, and then I got LASIK done, and they're like, "Don't get hit in the eyes." I'm like, "I guess I won't fight anymore."
Yeah. No kidding.
It's a good rule.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. That's a good rule. Yeah. I don't like getting hit either.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
good black
not
guys. I
gonna
used to get
get
black
hit.
guys all the time. I was like, this is painful. Like,
Yeah.
Were you like you guys watch MMA at all? Or
I've watched a
Nah.
little bit. Not
there's
a
a guy
ton.
named I think his name is Machida or something like that.
Mhm.
He's like a karate guy. And it's really cool watching. He's like one of the best UFC guys, and he was like a karate guy. So it's really interesting. Really interesting fights to watch. Yeah, Lyoto Machida.
Cool.
If you ever feel like going down a YouTube rabbit hole of combat sports,
My
I can do that.
my wife's
it's
cousin
dope.
is in this new Rock movie. You know the
Oh, wow.
Dwayne Johnson one, about the MMA fighter. He trains
remember that
fighters,
one.
hey, like this guy.
Yeah.
And so he's had guys go pro, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
that's awesome.
It was funny because he was like, "Yeah, I'm in the trailer." So he sent us the trailer. He's like, "Oh yeah, there he is." You can see him for like half a second. So I don't think it's like a speaking role or anything, but it was cool. It was cool to see him.
How dare you make light of his accomplishment?
I know. I know. Oh, you didn't get a speaking role? Oh well, better luck next time.
You know, I'm on YouTube.
I have a YouTube channel where I complain about
Machida is
nerds.
It's like the first
other
thing
ma-
you say. Oh, I'm on YouTube. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's like,
the
oh,
other
that's kinda
Machida is
cool.
from Brazil too, right? You know that?
Is he?
Yeah, he's yeah.
Cool.
He was born and raised, at least raised. I think born and raised in Brazil.
gotta stop.
Stephen
Japanese that were
Wonderboy
good.
Thompson.
All these
I haven't checked
Brazilians. I
him
got to
out. I'll
stop
have to.
teasing my boy Nicholas here about his.
Yeah,
They'll invade.
They'll
They'll
absolutely
invade Canada. They'll beat us to it.
Stephen
won't be
Wonderboy
much of a
Thompson.
fight.
Martial arts this late. Yeah.
Anyway, I got to run. I got an early morning tomorrow.
well, y'all.
But
Yeah.
Alright.
thanks for this, Phil.
We did it.
Yeah,
Monday, we're going to do this Monday. We're going to play this.
We're shooting for Monday, same time.
All
Okay,
right.
got it. Sounds good.
let's do it.
All right, guys.
We'll
Excellent.
I'm oh hello.
Thanks, Mike.
My trumpet.
Thanks,
I'm on
Crispy,
see. Mhm.
Max,
Come on.
Phil.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
I got to
See
tell you,
ya.
I'm
Oh.
kind of excited about this character.
No kidding. The
excited
maternal
about
trained sword master.
Don't twist it in the
Twist the knife.
He takes
don't
after
twist
his
the
mother.
knife in the wound.
He takes after his mother, and that's fine.
Yeah.
He gets all of his best traits from his mother.
But yeah, no, this samurai cat boy obsessed with honor. I think it's gonna be interesting to play.
I think it will be
Uh,
too. I'm looking forward to this dwarf too. I gotta say.
Yeah, and I
I get
I
to be a
like
dwarf.
yes, the dwarf and the monkey thing, and I like the connection. I think that was interesting, right? Having all this. I think it's gonna be an interesting experience. I'm not sure about the system, to be honest. But
No,
the
me
character
neither,
and the
but-
characters and the premise is interesting to me, so that's good. And I trust you guys, right? I
Yeah,
think you'll do great.
we'll give it our best shot. I think it'll be okay.
Those are my
Excited.
parting word. Anybody else has parting words?
Thanks, Phil. This was Phil's idea.
Yes, thank you, Phil.
This is my idea. We're jumping on the hype train,
Let's do it.
trying to tease. We're saying like, "Oh, we'd love Daggerheart too," and it's like, "Oh, actually,
we-
it's a 4D game."
We're not gonna like it, and the fucking critter is gonna get mad at us.
Yeah.
This is what Daggerheart's like. That's what they're gonna do.
They're like, oh, that sounds cool.
I don't know if we're working for good or evil.
Or we'll get highlighted and they'll be like,
We're
wow,
working.
these guys rocked Daggerheart,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. We might hit an
They'll watch
algorithm.
this session 0 and be like, wait a second.
We'll get invited to Critical Role.
These guys are racists. I'm sure.
What are they talking about immigration papers for?
All right, y'all have a
Are
good
you
evening.
making a racist joke, Crispy?
God bless.
Yeah.
That's all I
God
got.
bless.
Look at that.
Good night.
Damn.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Okay, all right. I need to
Yeah,
wrap that
yeah,
up.
you're
for
the one.
real, right? Yeah. Sorry. So I'll do my job. I'll stop being a drunk ass and do my job. Thank you for you guys to join me. Thank you, Phil, for proposing this, and thank you for Crispy and Kingmaker to joining us on this experiment. And thank you for the people that watch live and people are gonna watch on the replay. Tune in back in next Monday, and we'll see how it goes in practice. Right? We'll try to 40 this thing. It's gonna be an interesting experience. And if random people out there, get to the stream because they're into Daggerheart and make it that, stick with us for a bit. Let's see what we're cooking, right? All right, I'll end the stream now. Like, subscribe, and comment. And see you next Monday. Bye.